Hello everybody and welcome to the next live stream. How's everyone doing on this wonderful Tuesday? I hope you're all having a great day. I'll be coming better to do my live stream. Yes. Wait, actually, I started the Gamba. Okay, we have exactly enough resin. I started the Gamba for the weekly bosses, and I was like, do I even have 90 resin for them? Yeah, apparently I do. That's good. I don't have any resin for Zibai Ascension Mats, but we're not in a hurry to ascend her. Because the new banners are live. Zibai and her weapon banner, the forces are kinda cooked. I hoped for something better. I hoped that at least one of the new Notcry 4-stars would be here. Especially because next patch we're getting a non-Notcry character. I guess she's non-Notcry as well, but she's Lunar. So I was hoping for the Lunar weapons. Because I do play the 4-star on... the 4-star Catalyst on Nefer. And the Polearm is also pretty good, I didn't get a single copy. And maybe the sword will be good eventually on somebody. It's good in theory, but terrible in practice, because nobody can use it. Okay, let's do dailies. I could save the dailies until after I get Zibai and... I shouldn't have TP'd here actually, because this is the cave. Yeah. Man, so many things. And then after I get Zibai and Iluga. But... let's take whatever. Oh, this is the thing where we need to collect the trash from the... around here. Yep. 1, 2, and 3. What a mission. What a mission. I mean, it's actually kind of fun. And it kind of makes sense being a daily quest, because they continue just littering. All around, they continue throwing the slips onto the roofs. The worst daily quests are the ones that don't make sense being a daily. Where like something happens but then it gets undone by the time you next get the quest. Where am I going? It would be faster to fly with Chaska. Hello, Sayonara. And it just keeps on going. Here we go. No Horse Gamba. We first will have the weekly boss Gamba and then the Horse Gamba. Double Gamba today. That's why this one is shorter. It's 20 minutes instead of the usual half an hour. I'm not sure why, but I decided that these mages are gonna die. I need to be careful because I set my Durin to dark mode by accident. I guess I will just use Dark Burst next time. The burst icon is slightly different now, right? Normally it's... yeah, normally it has a heart in the middle. But when you go dark mode, it's more like abyssal. How was the power outage? It was a bit of a mess. So, it wasn't like a total power outage, but just like one phase of the power went out. And it just so happens that all of my room was included in that. And most of our house. But fortunately our heat pump was still working, because that's like the most critical piece of infrastructure we have. And you know, having a heat pump stop being powered when it's like minus 20 degrees outside can be a death sentence, because if it freezes over, it could break permanently. So I called the, like, you know, emergency services. Had to call them back because they required some like intricate details instead of just like actually coming to help immediately. So like whatever. I then went to sleep. And apparently after around midnight, they fixed it. They fixed our power. So 3 hours after the outage, and around 2 hours after we called them. But then at night, or like, we're not sure exactly when, but probably like between 5 and 6 a.m., we had another partial outage. So once again, one phase went down, and this time a different one, and this time our heat pump actually stopped working. So that was even more scary. And once again, we called them, and around after 2 hours, they fixed it. But fortunately, the heat pump did not explode. Columbina. But yeah, it was outage after outage. However, one good thing is that yesterday, because, no power, nothing to do really, I did all my dailies and stuff on my phone, and I just went to sleep at 11 p.m., which I haven't gone to sleep at 11 p.m. since before Genshin Luna 1, where I went to sleep early to stream early when the new version came out. Okay, Columbina's got level 90, that's good time, level 6 for now. Make sure to fight Dottore a bit. You want to level them both up. Both are good. Both skill and burst. Doesn't really matter either way which one you level up first or second. But you do want to level them both up. At least like 9 ideally. 10 if you have some spare crowns. Favo's Codex is alright. You could also play Prototype Amber, especially because your Fav Codex is only R1. So it's fairly likely that even if you hit a crit, you might just not get the particles. Now, if you play her in Lunar Charged or Lunar Crystallized teams, the reaction itself critting counts as Columbina critting. So you're gonna get like extra crits. So not proccing Favonius Codex will be pretty unlikely, even if she spends only like a couple seconds on field. In Lunar Bloom teams, however, this doesn't apply, because Lunar Bloom doesn't deal damage. You forgot to R5 it? Okay, if you have R5 it, that's much better. And yeah, like her two good 4-star options are Fav Codex and Prototype Amber. Prototype Amber gives you a bit of healing if you have sustainless teams, that can be pretty nice. And it is a bit more energy and more HP, more stats. But the energy is more backloaded, as in
40 times 5 equals 200, which means I basically gave you Zibai Pepe hands.
Thank you very much, Sayonara. I mean, I only get like a fraction of this. So you maybe gave me like a BP. Thank you very much for continued support, though. So where was I? Yeah, Prototype Amber just gives you like a bit more stats and healing, but Fav Codex can be better in Stygian in the first rotation, because Prototype Amber only gives you energy after you burst, so you need to get your energy for the burst first. So essentially both weapons are good, both Prototype Amber and Favonius Codex, but make sure to R5. Whichever one you are playing, make sure to R5 them. And yeah, HP, those are the main stats you want to have. Some HP substats always nice as well. Not a single EM sub. It's not like a big deal, but it's better to have EM than like flat def or flat HP or attack percent. So if you could ever get pieces with, slightly better substats, more HP, more EM, would be nice. The crit is 74, will be 89 with her passive active. She gets 15 crit rate in combat to 175 crit damage. Yeah, crit looking pretty alright. And 84 ER is also plenty. With the 5 particles, you should be alright. And yeah, Silken Moon, if nobody else in your team has it, she should be the one to play it. Or just in most teams. Lunar Crystallized teams are the only teams where realistically there will be like better options for a Silken Moon wielder. So yeah, overall looks good. Okay, we do need Anemo for this. Wait, can Chaska... Oh yeah, she has a charge shot. Lamondiput. It actually can be even better to play whoever your final character is, the 4th character in the team, on Deepwood. Columbina on Silken, and then Lamov just like 2-piece EM. The difference isn't big, so you don't need to change your team if like you already have a decent artifact setup. But Lauma's EM matters a lot, because over half of the team's damage comes from Lauma Quills. So having more Lauma Quill damage is pretty huge. How did he knock me over here? Yeah, playing Nahida on Deepwood, and Lauma 2-piece EM. Or Nahida Deepwood, Lauma Silken, Columbina Obeyed. But yeah, probably the best way is Lauma 2-piece EM, just max EM on Lauma. Nahida Deepwood, Columbina Silken. Because Nahida doesn't really do much, so like she doesn't really need an offensive set. Lauma's stats matter the most in the team. Bro, the stream started 12 minutes ago. There will be a Gamba. But first we need to do the weekly boss Gamba. And then we'll be able to do the Zibai Gamba and then pull for Zibai. And as you know, I don't play Genshin off stream. As you hopefully know. You don't have any other not cry? Also, like, you don't have Nefer. It's just Columbina... It's just Columbina Lauma Nahida? Oh, okay. So you're on-fielding Columbina with Lauma. This can be pretty decent. You could play Sucrose. Swirl's Hydro. The Hydro damage Columbina deals is not lunar damage, but it's decent damage. And gives you a bunch of EM, which is lovely for Lunar Bloom. You could also play Durin and do some Virgin stuff. Or like Raiden or Shinobu to do Hyper Bloom. Yeah, actually you should take advantage of the blooms. Cause without Nefer you can actually bloom, like still do regular bloom damage. So going for a Hyper Bloom carry, like a Hyper Bloom character, would probably be best. So yeah, Raiden will be fine, but not like not like Raiden built for crit and with Sig. Raiden built full EM. Raiden with an EM weapon, like Ballad of the Fjords or Dragon's Bane, and then just like Flower of Paradise Lost or Gilded. And just EM, EM, EM. And you only press E and do Hyper Blooms. That kind of Raiden. Or you could do Shinobu as well, and then you have a sustain. So yeah, Columbina, Lauma, Nahida, and Shinobu or Raiden would work pretty well. You could also replace Nahida with a Hydro character. But probably Dendro is better there. Shouldn't be a big deal either way. Okay, so... I will go to my teapot a bit later. Let's do the quick Miliastra daily visit. For the daily half a pull. Really strong Yelan damage wise. She would be fine there. But if you're on-fielding Columbina, you'd be applying more Hydro. Like you'll be applying quite a lot of Hydro already. I feel like applying more Dendro would be better off doing that. Now you on-field Columbina. You definitely on-field Columbina. Because her char attacks deal Lunar Bloom damage. And Lunar Blooms get crazy buffs from Lauma. Lauma herself cannot deal Lunar Bloom damage outside of her hold skill. Which is only one instance. Right, you hold her skill and then she does nothing for the next, like, however long the cooldown is. Probably like 16 seconds or 15 or something. While with Columbina you spam her char attacks. And they deal Lunar Bloom damage. Okay. Get the BP. Can we do a 10 pull? Probably not, I just did one. No, not even close, not even half a 10 pull. Gotta click through those because the exclamation mark... The exclamation mark for the clothes is so annoying. You can even just play EM main stats on any set, and that's like fine. You don't need to go farming Gilded Dreams or Flower of Paradise slots specifically for her. Have I done the test runs for the previous characters? I think I did. I think I have done them. You can claim the rewards for this one for sure. I did? Okay, that's good to hear then. Zibai. Can you tell me what her best team is? You have C1 Iluga, C0 Columbina, and Jungle in C6 Goro and Dino. C1 Iluga is kinda worthless. He only becomes a character at C2 and he's only actually best in slot on C6. Like, you could definitely play Columbina, right? If she is free. If she's taken by a different Lunar team, by like Nefer, then it's fine to play Aino with Zibai. It's actually gonna be usually better to play Aino with Zibai than with other carries. Like, if you want to play Nefer or Flins and Zibai at the same time, Zibai should probably be the one who gets Aino. Because one of Aino's, especially like if you have Conson Aino, she gets some decent buffs, 80 EM on C1 and like 40% lunar damage or 30 or something on C6, but those buffs are single target. And Zibai teams are the teams where most of the damage is concentrated on Zibai, while in the other teams you have like you have more damage from Columbina in Nefer Columbina teams. You have more damage from Inefa. It's more split up. Zibai doesn't really have a strong sub DPS like this, so she benefits more from buffs that are only on her. So she loses less from having to play Aino. So if you have to like split them up, Zibai should do better with Aino than the others. However, you could just like, depending on how well they match the content and stuff, you could just mix and match. But yeah, the best Zibai teams will include Columbina every time. And then since you only have C1 Iluga, he's not worth playing. So probably like Goro Zhongli should be alright. Okay, level 80 for now. You will definitely want to ascend her and level her up later. Base defense will be fairly nice. And yeah, her skill is where the vast majority of her damage comes from. Even the normal attack damage she deals is from the skill, which is kind of weird, but whatever. And then the burst is also decent. The burst, the skill second hit damage here, that's actually lunar crystallized damage, so the burst is also decent. So you want to level up both, skill first for sure though. Harbinger of Dawn, yep, that's her best non-5-star weapon. It's like Hersig, then Chiori-Sig, then Harbinger of Dawn. That's kind of like the tier list. If you can keep her above 90%, it's amazing. And Zhongli makes sure that you will be above 90, so that's very nice. And even if you take some little damage here and there, because like you got hit too hard or whatever, C4 plus Goro can heal you up a little bit, so that will be a comfy team as well. And yeah, defense substats are also great, and every single piece has defense substats, that's huge. 43, you get 30 from the set, and then 28 from this, so that's plus 58, that's 101.5 crit rate. Pretty much exactly 100. Yeah, the 1.5 overcap is not a big deal. Especially if you sometimes do lose the 28 crit rate from Harbinger. So yeah, that's also pretty lovely, and then 260 crit damage, that's plenty. Yeah, that's like some decent crit subs. And ER is like decent on her. Her burst is the kind of thing where you want to press it if you have it, but you don't want to like build too much ER for it. But having an ER sub here and there, definitely pretty welcome. You have 0 EM subs, which is a bit of a shame, especially because she will be getting fewer EM buffs than other lunar carries. You get some lunar damage from Columbina or from Aino, but then Goro and Zhongli don't give you any. You do get Silicon Moon, you do get some stuff. But EM on her is a bit better than on the others. Than like on Flins. Worse than on Nefer, but better than on Flins. Doesn't mean you should be losing crit or defense, but it's just, would be nice to see instead of some of the HP subs or the flat stats. Eventually. It's like a decent sub. Instructor Goro. Yeah, probably. Let's go fight the doctor. Gotta finish the weekly bosses so they can start the pull gamba and pull for Jibai. Next week I'll probably be using Jibai against this boss so that she can get friendship together with Columbina and Iluga. First we have to wait. We only have 6 million more, that's rough. Don't you dare freeze me, bro. Oops, I want to use the small burst, not the big burst. Oh! That's the Columbina mat, right? Yeah, I only have one, so it must be the Columbina mat. Electromat. Why does he drop Electromats? I guess Electro and Hydro. Yeah, sure. Can I level up one of her talents now, or are they both on 8 already? Oh no, I can level this up. Nice. Stronger Columbina. Let's go over to Mondstadt now. Does Lucas Burst matter? Isn't that where he gets his EM buff from? Or like his EM scaling quill buff? Yeah. So his burst is necessary to cast every rotation. And what do you mean by only Iluga's burst? Only compared to like what else? Oh, does his skill matter? His skill levels. Oh, don't dare fly. Wait, I will take in a cycle. Okay. So his skill... Yeah, his skill doesn't do anything. Just a bit of damage. It's not the worst scaling in the world on the skill, but it's just damage. And his normal attacks, you don't ever use them. Unless you want to like do an extra attack to proc Favonius more reliably. I've been having decent luck with Columbina mats. I don't think I got any last week, but I got one this week. And I got 2 of them first week, while getting a triple drop. That was kinda crazy. What she buys? I think she is one of these... like Rook or something? Watching this cutscene takes longer than beating the boss. Yeah, it kinda does. Okay, it's fine, we are alive. It's better to go to the queen, because the king can become The queen can become invulnerable while the king charges his attack. Oh no, 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 don't rest her, please. No! He has like just enough HP to rest her. Unlucky. Whatever. Slight misplay from me. Jibai smarts. Jibai uses queens. Yep, queens. I've got 34 of them. Because even when I was 20 rooks, 34 queens, even when I was chasing knights for Skerk, I never used any solvents, not a single one. So, because the big issue with using solvents is that if you use a solvent to change like a queen to a knight, especially if you're like me and pull a lot of characters or all of them, like I can change the queens into knights to level up Skerk, but then another character would come that wants the queens, and I would have to like I would have to use my solvents to change my knights into the queens later. So like every solvent you use is essentially 2 solvents down. Because like you solvent now, but then you will need to solvent later again. So that's why I'm not like using any solvents for Columbina mats. Because if I just use solvents on the other mats to get the masks for Columbina, I will need the other mats later, but I won't have them because all of them went into the masks, and I will get the masks eventually. So if I solvent everything into masks, later on I will just have like a surplus of masks, because over time they will like even out. So that's one of the reasons why I don't use my solvents, because every solvent used is like 2 solvents down, essentially. I will pull for Zibai after I'm done with the weekly bosses. I will do the weekly bosses, then we'll start the Zibai Gamba, and then we'll pull for Zibai. I'm in a loop of not using solvents in order to save solvents. Exactly. I could use them if for example, I was not able to clear Dire versus this boss. Like on top I was using Columbina. Right, here. I mean, it was kinda close. So maybe if I thought that I needed the Columbina talent levels to clear this faster, I could have used the solvents there, right? Like if it means that it will help me clear content that I would otherwise be unable to clear right now, I could use them. But if I can clear anyways, why would I use mats? Why would I use limited mats to speed up my Columbina leveling if she's already strong enough to clear the hardest content in the game? Right? Why would I? It's just a waste, an absolute waste. It gives me nothing, 0 value. Unless I was like speedrunning. If I wanted to clear 180 seconds Dire, and I was pushing for that, then yeah, maybe. But yeah, I don't think so. Should I pull Nuvilet? Probably not. If you want a good team for your Furina, you should pull Skerk next patch and not Nuvilet this patch. Oh, I spun a bit too quickly. Okay, very smooth fight. We got the like easy pattern. Is he falling off? He's fine, but his strengths don't help, like, are not that important in Stygian, which is now the hardest content. He's still a good character overall, and he's still great in Spiral Abyss. But he's like very strong in AoE, but AoE bosses in Stygian are pretty rare. We do have he is the best character versus the Crab right now. But the Crab is the Nuvilet shield boss. We'll only see him next time when Nuvilet reruns again. Um, and he also has like good self-healing, good range. But those things don't really matter in Dire or like in Stygian, or like no matter which difficulty you are going for, like Fearless or Dire. You have to just push for max damage. Okay, so we did not get a billet, right? This was the third boss. Rest in peace. In Keiko Nights on Thursday. Let's now do... Do I win the Zibai? 50-50. I will make it shorter as well. I will make it like 15 minutes as well, because I just want to pull. Last you heard he was part of the big 3 damage dealers? That was like a year and a half ago, maybe. He's a good character. If you are a fan of Nuvilet, you could pull for him, and he'll be good. But don't pull for him for his strength, right? If you like him a lot, you can play him and he's good. But if you are just looking for a strong character, don't pull Nuvilet. He's amazing in theater. I often save Nuvilet for the final boss. Good Hydro up. And he does have like still future potential, you know? Hydro on-fielders are always in high demand. Maska? Maska means mask in Polish. What a surprise. Okay, so... I guess we'll just start the quest, and then... Once the Gamba is over, we'll pull for Jibai. Or actually, what I could do... Because I will be pulling for her weapon as well. I'm on like 60 PT here. Wait, sorry, it's... yeah, I'm on exactly 60 PT, actually. We could do a 10 pull now, here on the weapon. Yeah, because I don't like doing weapon banner gambas anyways. There are way too many outcomes on the weapon banner. So let's do a 10 pull here. And then we'll pull for Jibai once the gamba is over. Let's see, can we win the 37.5%er? Even if Tsaritsa came out and she was the new best cryo support, she probably would still not be better for Mavuika, because Mavuika needs fighting spirit. Mavuika needs Natlan characters. And Citala is the strongest Natlan character for her teams. You would sooner ditch the others. So this is 61, 62, 63, 64, jump scare, 65, 66, 67, 68. Oh, what a huge W! What a huge W! I'm so glad that I didn't waste my PT on the Nuvilet R2. And also I don't have to pull much on this banner because the forces are pretty terrible. I actually didn't get a single on-banner 4-star. I just got the off-banner Layla. I dodged it all. Yo, that's so huge. Because everything except for Jibai's weapon is pretty bad here. All of these, for me, I already have the weapons I need and like nothing new here. So this was the only thing I wanted, and that's the only thing I got. Look at the size of this W. I still haven't started any of the event activities. Xephos is fine, but you shouldn't pull on this banner specifically for Xephos. Because it's often like just as good if not worse than Fav. Also, Kazuha kinda fell off anyways. Who's the was good on? Kazuha, Shinobu. That's kinda it. Sword users who like stacking EM. So it's those two. But Shinobu herself doesn't need the energy. Alhaitham? No, not Alhaitham. Not main DPSs. Because the passive just gives you energy. So it's supports. It's support sword users who want to stack EM. More specifically. Because the passive just gives energy to you and your team. You don't want to use up your weapon passive to give energy to your supports as a main DPS. Never play with Hadov. If I'm on like a... Wait, also why is it not working? Isn't it this key? Wait, do you need to like enable this in settings or what? Or is did the keybind reset? Yeah, that's what I pressed usually as well. Hide UI is this. Yeah, it's the backslash. Why is it not working? I sometimes hide it when I'm like in a new area and I want to view the sites, you know? Not when I just play normally every day. It probably has something to do with Windows 11. Is there like a setting you have to... Aha. Maybe this? No, but now the key doesn't work to like show it back either. Maybe I need to rebind it. Maybe go to keybinds and just... Oh, what? I pressed backslash. Wait, what? Why when I press backslash it's a hash? And then in here it's a... What? Did Windows 11 mess up my keyboard? And when I do shift it's... What is happening? What are those? My keyboard got changed to a UK layout? When did that happen? What? Since when do I have a UK keyboard layout enabled? Okay, now I have a backslash. I changed it back to the Polish keyboard. How did it got changed to UK? Out of everything it could have been. I need to like disable this. How do I even... Okay, no, I don't know how to do this right now. Okay. Okay, now it works. Freaking UK layout. Wait, do you have a... Do you have an apostrophe under backspace on UK keyboards? Is that a thing? Or a hash? Sign? Or shebang, I think it's called actually. He showed his dong.
今朝天から降ってきたのだ。帝君が落としたものではあると思うのだが、触れても何の反応もなくてな。どういうことなんだ？あいつ
From the sky? He raised them from the earth when he uses his skill.
そうとは限らない。 特定のものにしかこの中に込められた意図を読めないように帝君が封印を施したのだろう。旅人。帝君と出発前に言葉を交わしたのはお前だけだ。
あ、つまりこいつだけに伝えようとしてるのか？
試してみればわかるだろう。
Touch his dong. Energy comes flowing out. As you feel solid rock beneath your fingers, a familiar voice rings through your
警
mind.
察さんの泉のほとりにお前のための入り口を用意しておいた。
どうだ？
Seems like he might be over at Mount Tsingtse.
やはりそうか。こたびの件、帝君はわらわたちには手を出させないつもりのようだな。
昔から旅人を気に入ってたからの。じゃが、わしらは帝君に1000年以上も仕えてきた。わしらをこの県から遠ざけるのは、仲間外れにするためではなく、守るためじゃ。
その通りだ。帝君が同行するとはいえ油断はするな。
Don't worry, I won't.
じゃあ出発だ。いい知らせを持って帰ってくるから待ってろよ。
Usually when I see jungly pillars in such scenes, it's like because a player placed it there to mess up the scene themselves. It's weird to see it like that, just like as an intended part of the scene. So I put 50k on loss. He's the resident doubter. Ouch, I took so much fall damage, what? It's been like a billion years since I last fought a GOV shop. Not gonna fight him now either. Oh, or am I? No. Goodbye! You just got gifted a sub from a streamer you've never seen or followed. How does that work? Imagine this. A new streamer just started streaming for the first time ever. He has one viewer, and that one viewer gifts 50 subs. What happens? I mean, I guess you cannot stream for the first time ever, because you first need to become affiliated with Twitch. But imagine that a streamer gets gifted more subs than he ever had viewers. Which can happen for a smaller streamer. Random people get subs. Also, it's possible that you like were in a raid one day onto a streamer. You didn't even notice you switched channels, even if just for like a second. Could be that. But yeah, it is possible to get gifted a sub from a streamer you've never heard about before and you never interacted with. But it's more likely that you did like you've been in a raid there once. Not sure why I'm just walking, but I really like Liyue. Liyue is a pretty place. Since I'm already like halfway there, might as well walk all the way. Can I fly over this whole distance? I might actually be able to. Not quite, but I can take a pit stop here. And now we can go further. And by doing this, we have avoided this boar. Because if you TP here, you get rammed by this boar. Every single time, but because I just walked instead of TPing, I outplayed him. See? That's what you have to do. You start like here, you fly over and kill the boar. You could also probably like TP here, or here would be a bit closer, but whatever. Okay, the gamba is almost over. I will wait with this cutscene until we can actually start pulling. Now, like, the chat has priority. People in the chat right now have priority. Then it will be people who have been in the chat lately. Then it will be anybody who ever watched my stream, probably. And finally, it could be random people, but you need to give a lot of subs. I used to have a lot of viewers on my stream. Used to is the keyword here though. Okay, I can already start pulling because we are on low PT anyways. We are on 5 PT? Yeah, 5 PT. So this will be 15. Thank you very much! Wait, I didn't... The notification didn't play. Wait, the notification for Saya didn't play either, did it? Or did it play? I don't remember. And congrats Opal Robin on getting a gifted sub. Wait, where can I see my viewer list? I forgot how to do that. It's been a while since I... But when I was a new streamer... Yeah, yours appeared, but the gifted one didn't. I might have to fix something. I used to check my viewer list like every stream, all the time. When I was just starting out. I haven't done that in a while though. We really want Ilugas? Goro is just C7 plus. $25. Not getting her crazy early, that's for sure. It's okay, I'm saving my luck for Sana over in Zenless. We'll get M3 in 50 pulls. You've never rolled for a single Geo, so you have a C0 Goro. We already got 2 Goros, 0 Ilugas so far. 35 PT. I'm okay with getting her a bit later as long as I get Ilugas on the way. Oh my god, getting a weapon is the worst. 1 in 3 now that my next 4-star is Iluga. We're getting 1 4-star per 10 pull. Worst case scenario so far. 45. Oh my god, Aino, please. I already have her C6 as well. I would be happy about Aino's if I didn't already have her C6. 1 4-star per 10 pull, keeping up the pace. 55. Oh my god. Oh, this is a fav. Yeah, he dodging all the wishes. Finally.
こんにちは。僕はイルーガ。ライトキーパー調査分隊の隊長です。何かお困りですか？この辺りの道は少し険しいですからね。無理もありません。ですが、もう大丈夫。僕が道を照らしますから、ついてきてください。
But that's only the first one. He needs at least C2 to function to be able to proc Silken Moon, but I guess maybe I don't want to play Silken Moon on him anyways. Maybe we play Instructors, but he likes having a lot of EM. He actually cares about his stats a bit. We just need to get 6 more Ilugas, that's easy. Get C6. You lost to Diluku. That's a shame. Worst case scenario to me, losing to Chichi. If I lose to anything else, it's fine. Losing to Chichi, horrible. Losing to Diluc, not great either, because Diluc I have C4. Oh, another fav? This will be 75 PT. Are we getting her a release of PT? No. I might end up playing Goro. I really wanted to play Iluga though. I was looking forward to playing Iluga. But C6 Goro is better than a non-C6 Iluga. Oh my god. Hello David. Okay, this will be up to 85. Might as well buy some of these. I'm getting so many of the C7s. I got a 10 pull over here. Oh yeah, have I bought the... Oh yeah, I have. Bought the Startup Exchange wishes. 85 PT. Okay, we are getting a 5-star. 76? 77? It's gonna be 0-0. She's pretty good C0-0. Because Harbinger of Dawn is a very good free-to-play option. 78? Just not Chichi, not Diluc. Everything else is fine. 79? Okay.
私は紫伯。かつても凡人たちには白馬の仙人と呼ばれていたけれど、今や地上に降りて仙人となった身よ。ただ、紫伯と呼んでくれていいわ。
Just call me Zibai. I mean, I will continue pulling a bit. Oh my god, what? How am I getting so many 4-star weapons? Every other pull is a 4-star weapon. Every other 4-star is a 4-star weapon. Wait, so how much was that? Wait, it was 79, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 6 more. I think I'm on 6 PT, right? Am I correct? I got C6 Jansa on her first banner. So not really a Janssen for me. What was a 4-star that was like eluding me more so than the others? Maybe like Faruzan. I think Faruzan was playing the toughest to get. Okay, we got C1. Soon he will become playable. 26. I'm not gonna go past like 50. Shangling. You guys bought the old cons, yeah. At least Shangling is a character, so she does give me a full pull refund. 5-star glitter while the weapon only gives 2. No matter how many copies I've already gotten. 36. Is there no quick way to unlock all artifacts? No, I don't think so. Okay, C2! At C2, because like without C2, like you can use him without C2, but the issue without C2 is that he cannot use the Silken Moon set, or any other set that would require him to hit from off field. It's pretty much just Silken Moon though. So it severely limits your options. Now, if you have C6 Goro, you kinda need C6 Iluga to be better than the C6 Goro. So honestly, you kinda want C6 Iluga to play him at all. Unless you have no Gorokons either. If you have no Gorokons or no Iluga cons, like essentially play whoever has more cons between Iluga and Goro. Unless you want to play both, which is an option. I will continue a bit more. I do want... I can get 4 Ilugas in a 10 pool. This will be 46 PT. Without C2 he cannot use Silken, yeah. He cannot use Silken before C2. Okay, 4 Ilugas are looking less likely. Because he can only like if you don't have C2. Oh, that's C3. He can only proc it once. Then Columbina use Silken. Ideally in Zibai teams you would play Columbina on Obeid. Because like what set do you play him on then? You could play Instructors, but having to play 4-star artifacts kinda sucks. Because he has an EM scaling buff in his kit, so you do lose stats actually. Like you do lose buffing power. Please. Do I want C1 Zibai? Not really, but I wouldn't hate it if I got it early. Okay, one last 10 pull. 56. Also, early 5-stars don't exist anyways. 3 more wishes for 3 more Ilugas. If I get 2 Ilugas now, I will continue pulling. That's not an Iluga. That's not an Iluga either. Okay, yeah, we kinda have to give up here. We will be Iluga-less. I could just pull until I run... No. For my friendship team, I will play Iluga anyways. And Chiori.
行きましょうか。
No soft, no 5-star. No. Getting a 5-star now would be kinda not amazing. And yeah, like I'm very unlikely to get more cons to like actually get to C6. Does C4 matter? C4 actually gives 200 defense to the party. It is pretty nice. If I wanted to force him anyways and just play him, if I wanted to play him anyways, even though I don't have C6, having C4 would be nice. And like, we'll have to wait until the next Zibai banner for Iluga to rerun. I can continue, if I get the 5-star, I can continue pulling more for more Iluga icons. But yeah, I kinda don't want, even though like I just said that, you know, you want to play Columbina on Obeid and Iluga on Silken. I probably don't want to switch my Columbina set anyways until they implement artifact loadouts, Copium. I might do this for like Dire though, right? If I deem it necessary for a Dire clear to boost my Ziba item as much as possible, I will switch Iluga and Columbina's artifacts, but I won't do it for like daily play. And honestly, I might not even play Iluga if it's time to do Dire with Zibai. I could lose to Chichi, that is true. I don't want to pull many 5-stars now until I can get my C6 Chichi from the picker. So in like 11 more weeks or something. Hello, Conqueror. Yeah, on Europe it's already been out for 4 hours. Because when it comes to the second banner of the patch, it does depend on the time zone. The first banner of the patch release itself is like the same in the whole world, around the world. But the mid-patch banners are different. So NA actually gets most time to pull for Columbina, while Asia gets the least time to pull for Columbina, but most time to pull for Zibai. And then Europe is in the middle. Europe is in the sweet spot. So what am I even gonna play on him like this? Did I slap Instructor on him for now? There should be like a search field here. "20 defense, 17 EM? We want more EM. What about this piece? Oh no, I can't do it like that. Don't want to use my 1-stars. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's cooked. ER? Flat attack, that's not great. But if we just roll EM every time... Double bonus! Okay, we rolled flat attack, this piece is dead. Wait, my Shironen has a Instructor Flower? Oh, my Shironen is on Instructors! That's intriguing. But yeah, I don't have the pieces. I don't have like EM main stats on Instructors. I have one here. One here. I guess I could play an offset Goblet. Steal the hat from Shironen? Yeah, no. How much here does he need? I'm not sure actually. But he will always be on Fav. So shouldn't need that much. I'm gonna take this up to plus 16 no matter what it rolls. Yo! That's perfect! Perfect for substats for Iluga, I guess. And we rolled ER, which is the best substat to roll. Yo, Instructors Iluga actually real? Rolling 4-star artifacts is so like disappointing. Okay, credit for Favonius. And that's 2.2%. Yeah, that's the lowest roll probably. Now you play Iluga full EM. He has an EM scaling buff on his burst. For Goro you stack defense for the bigger to get a bigger not cry resonance. Because like when you have 2 lunar characters in your team then any non-lunar characters can give you a reaction damage bonus based on their stats. For Geo characters, that's defense. So you build Goro max defense to maximize the buff. But it's not anything from Goro's kit. You don't care about anything from Goro's kit, it's just the lunar resonance that you care about, and that's why you stack defense. What's it on Goro? Instructors. Unless you already have it on Iluga. And then you just play, like, I don't know, 2-piece defense? Because what else can you play? You could play... You could play the most cope Songs of Day Past ever. Goro is the worst healer in the game, but he's a healer. If you build full defense, maybe it's not that bad. You will still go defense hard though, not healing bonus. You don't even have this. It's so bad. It's also like flat non-lunar damage. Actually, wait, does it? Can it be boosted by lunar damage bonuses if it boosts a lunar hit? It actually probably can. Yo, maybe it's actually kinda real. Which I guess I'm undusting my Goro? Nah, I'm just gonna play Zhongli. I'm not gonna play either of the 4 stars. My Zibai team will be Zhongli Chiori. Yeah, or Inefa Chiori if Inefa is free. Why bother with these losers, man? And if you are playing Zhongli... Oh, what am I getting? Yo. Can be repaired after reaching friendship 6 with Zibai. Why give it to me then now? Like right now. Whatever. If you play Zhongli with Zibai, you might also want to play defense on him instead of HP. Because the shield setting doesn't really matter, so you can just play defense to give a bigger buff. Especially if he's your only non-lunar character in the team. If you are playing like Zibai, Columbina, Zhongli, Iluga, you probably stack defense on Zhongli for a bigger buff. Whoa, what was the zoom in? I love when weapons use old materials, because I just have them. Why is it set on to 1 stars? What? All my settings got reset when changing my system. Oh, okay. I can craft 14 though. We might be able to get there. And here... Yeah, it's the new boss. I haven't fought him once. But we're gonna send her once. Oh, that's all she says. Naruhodo. Oh, and the pieces... Wait, I think somebody was holding onto them. I think I already gave somebody her set. Always night, sky. Oh no, apparently not. Oh yeah, so here I probably go with this. It looks kinda decent. Double crit EM-ER. I do have this piece on my Flints right now that rolls defense percent even, but doesn't have crit rate, doesn't have EM, and it's a 3-liner. So that's worse actually. That is simply worse. There is this one with defense but no crit rate again. If I'm overcapped on crit rate somehow we could go with this. Ooh, the Nefer piece also looks pretty juicy. With 4 crit damage, 1 EM and defense percent, but no crit again. That's probably the best piece, even though it's a 3-liner. Probably best overall. We really would want this from Nefer, but this is just as good as well. An extra crit damage roll. And defense is better than EM. God defense Suns with double crit EM 4-liner. The goblets are kinda cope, but I don't have better options offset either. This routing the good stats, technically. And then what do I need for my hut? Probably crit rate. Because I will get more crit damage from the weapon. I'm not gonna play Iluga so I don't get crit rate from him either. So I need a crit rate hut. This one is not bad, but we can't play anything. We can take this one from Yae, or this one next to it, which is the same piece but rolled slightly worse. Oh, but for Yae this is an onset. Who cares about Yae though? Yeah, it's a pretty sick build. Was this bad Iluga lag? I think this was like average Iluga lag. This was not bad lag. I don't think. Maybe like tiny bit, but on average I don't get C6 here. I don't get C6 on average. It was lucky to... It would have been very lucky to get C6. You can get very lucky. I got C6 Aino when just getting a C0 Fleens on his first banner. I just kept getting Ainos every time. So it can happen, but you might not even see a single one. You know, you might just see Goros and Ainos and sometimes a Shangling and 4-star weapons. Can we get free mats for her? We probably do get some. We usually do. Okay. Let's continue with the quest. Ooh. Very conspicuous. 2 hours, and it means it will take 4 hours for me. So let us go. Whoa. I just got sucked in immediately. Did not expect that. Yo. Yeah, this is where we hide UI. There is no map to look at anyways. Too bad I cannot have Charlotte here to take pictures. Because you cannot enter photo mode. So Ether is always in frame.
かつては比類なき威風を振るっていた眼神が今や竹林で腰掛けに丸まって月桃を作っているとはな。まっこと老人のようだぞ。
これは小刀だ。月刀ではない。
ほう？
かつて魔人が争っていた混沌の時代、人々は前線で戦う戦士たちに故郷への道を示すためにこのような塔を作った。あの頃もっと頻繁にこの世を訪れていたらお前もきっと目にしたはずだ。
しかしあの時代に天へ祈りを届けるために使っていた月桃とあまりにも似ている。これは偶然なのか？
偶然であり偶然でない。かつて老館より産出されていた美しい瑠璃や玉は今日のリーウェ港の礎となっている。祭儀に関する伝承にもまた同じように原型となったものがあるのだろう。
どれほどの瑠璃や美玉を抱えていようとも結局老館は皇天によって泥のように払われる運命から逃れられなかった。残念だ。今の人々は何があっても頭上の月に尋ねたりはしないのだろう。帝君、君は属性の失勢となったというのに、なぜわざわざ危険を冒してまで罪人の私に会いに来た？私の身に宿る時の罰によって摩耗してしまうかもしれないぞ。
かつてお前は天意に逆らうことを恐れなかった。それに比べれば今日俺がここに来たことなど危険でも何でもない。
何度も言うが天意に背いたのは私じゃない。私は彼女の魂が散る前に切り落とした 指針の一体に過ぎない。かつての老館に関する事柄など、もはや私とは何の関係もない。帝君も私を刺客と呼ぶべきだ。私たちがみんな白馬になれるからといって同じ存在だというのか？いいな。我々は同じ白馬ではないのだ。さて、そんなことはいい。わざわざ私に会いに来た理由を聞かせてもらおうか。
ああ。俺は優勢の魂を求めてきた。
ほう。紫伯の人口を狙っているのか。そんなもの、どうするつもりだ？
今、世の中には変革の兆しが見え始めている。新月が生まれ、月への牢獄が崩れゆく中、天根が帰ろうとしているのだ。老館の旧跡にも異変が起こり、地根がうつし世に出てくるようになった。そして最後の人根、つまり優勢はお前の手の中にある。
面白い。
三根を集め、亡き旧友を呼び戻したい。
外では何やら大変なことが起きているようだな。ただ、帝君は忘れてしまったのか？昔、君が私をこの絹江から解放してくれた時、私は君に手を貸し、共に戦い、陳玉の谷を平定し、慶作山を制圧した。すべては契約があったからこそだ。それで私たちの間にある貸し借りは清算したはずだ。なぜ私が再び君を助けると思う？
俺と紫伯は窮地の中だ。そしてお前は彼女の船体から生まれた濁りであり、魂の一部を受け継いでいる。お前たちが同じ白馬でないなどと決めつけられない。
Your defense goblet? Defense. Most of our damage is lunar damage. Lunar crystallize, which does not scale with damage bonus.
我が骨身はかの分身。古き美玉も塵と化す。か。だが、今あるものとかつてあったものを照らし合わせるなんて、愚かだとは思わないか？眼神よ。理解できないなら、そのまま引き取れがよい。
俺の考えが至らなかった。ならば、この件は取り下げよう。
おい、待て。こんな時は、私が断れないよう、新しい契約を提示するべきじゃないのか？地上の人間どもでさえ、商いにおいては交渉を繰り返すというのに、契約の神たる君が、孫祖摂政の素振りすら見せないとは、どういうことだ？さあ、もったいぶるな。なんとか言わないか。
そうだな。実はお前のために新しい契約を用意してきてある。
ふん、やはりそうか。きちんと切り札を用意しているんじゃないか。
This is my
だ
favorite.
が、私は山中で自由気ままに暮らして、たまに迷い込んできた人間たちをもてあそんで楽しむだけで十分だ。もう何も望みはない。
ならばなぜ天地が崩れる前の古い物語を飽きもせず凡人たちに語り続ける？
ただの暇つぶしだ。話したところで何になる？山に住む人のざれ言を彼らが信じるはずもないだろう。覚えているかどうかすら怪しいな。
とっくに人の世に広まっているぞ。案内人を2人見繕ってきた。信じられないなら彼らと共に山を降りてこの世を見て回ってみてはどうだ？今リーウェは解凍祭の真っ最中だ。少しは興が湧くだろう。
それが私のために用意した契約か？
ああ、祭りで賑わう人の世の日帰り旅行だ。
まさか山を降りてただ散歩させるというだけで代わりに優勢の魂を持っていこうという魂胆か？優勢の魂は私のすべてだぞ。値切りが過ぎる。
まずは歩くだけ歩いてくればいい。取引するかどうかは お前の意志次第だ。
ほう、それならば悪くない。で、その案内人とやらはどこにいる？
あ、勝利！やっと見つけたぞ。いなくなっちゃったかと思ったぜ。
And this is?
来たか。
君たちが案内人か。なかなかどうして見目麗しいじゃないか。
案内
哀れな人間たちよ。慈悲深い元王帝君は君たちを私に売ったのだ。今日一日、君たちは私のものになる。
人？オイラたちを売った？勝利、どういうつもりだよ。
Okay, is this squats? Zhongli is into human trafficking right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Solid healing? Not really. Some of the worst healing in the game.
言い過ぎだ。リーウェを案内してもらいたいだけだ。
And you will help us after that?
それは私を楽しませてくれるかどうか次第だな。
楽しませる？
Where would you like us to take you?
話に聞くリユエ港に行ってみるとしよう。人間たちの集まる場所ほど面白い場所はない。
この仙人、なんか想像してたのと違うな。
Let's just play this by ear.
よし、じゃあオイラたちに任せろ。案内役といえばテイワット1のガイドであるオイラだぜ。
Nah, Amber was just the key component in a dire strategy last patch. I think I used it as well, right?
ここがリユエ港だぞ。
I think I used the full damage cheese against the bird, the bat
だ
rather.
けじゃなくて、リユエの人々が一番集まる場所でもあるんだぜ。ほほん。それで、刺客仙人はまずはどこに行ってみたいのかね。
まずは食事だな。腹を満たさねば何も始まらん。
おお、いきなりご飯か？それならオイラの専門分野だぜ。リーユエには2つの料理の系統があるんだ。山の幸を売りにしてるリー祭と海の幸を売りにしてるユエ祭。それぞれルリ亭と新月軒が一番有名だ。こんな話をしてたらお腹が空いてきちゃったぞ。両方行こうぜ。2食分食べてやる。
どちらも良さげだな。その2つの店はリーユエの人なら誰でも行くような場所なのか？
ああ、そうでもないな。リー祭もユエ祭も高級な食材を使うから値段がかなり高いんだ。でも心配ないぞ。今日の分は勝利のおごりだから
Kind of putting Huta on a tough spot here, Paimon.
な。まあまあ、お前はフータオと仲良しなんだし、ちょっとぐらいいいだろ。いひひ。
Just looking for an excuse to gorge yourself at someone else's expense, huh?
いやいや、刺客仙人に最高のサービスを提供するためだぞ。
悪くなさそうだ。しかし先ほど通りかかったタンプのような者たちはどこで腹ごしらえするのだ？
タンプ？もしかして荷物を運ぶやつのことか？あいつらが飯屋に行くとしたらやっぱり。
You failed to clear Stygian with Zibai? Iluga C6 is not even that much better than alternatives. Like, Iluga is bad without C6, but you just play different characters. Inefa's good, Jungle's fine, C6 Goro, Chiori, Albedo and Mona, but only played together, are decent. So like, yeah, don't play Iluga if he's on C6, but you just play different characters and they won't be much worse. if at all. And also, which difficulty did you try? Fearless should be a breeze with Zibai Columbina on the top boss. One mean restaurant.
だな。いろんな系統の料理を扱ってて、大衆向けの食材を使ってて、何より安くて
Is there even good on Fearless?
みんな大好きだぞ。
Should definitely clear. Cause with Columbina, right? Or did you without Columbina? Or did you have Aino? Columbia. It should definitely be clearing. There is no way. You must be doing something wrong. Or maybe your Jibai is underleveled. Do you actually have talent levels on her? Skill levels matter a lot. 10 PT, 8 wishes, and 118 primos. You can try your best. $110. Might be a gameplay issue then. Because there is no way that team would not be clearing Fearless. This team should be like on the verge of clearing Dire, and maybe with perfect gameplay you could clear Dire. It's that kind of. And Dire has double the HP of Fearless. You should demolish the boss in half the time. Ish. It has to be some kind of gameplay issue then. Silicon on Zhongli? That's fine. As long as the boss doesn't destroy your pillar. Because if your pillar gets wrecked, you no longer do the resonances, you don't refresh Silicon. Would be a bit of a shame. Instructor Goro? That's fine as well, yeah. Were you like targeting the boss or the chickens? Or which boss are you even facing? Because I don't think you specified.
あそこの店長とはオイラたち仲良しなんだぞ。
The dog boss, yeah, that should be her best matchup. Like that's her shield boss. Are you attacking the chicken instead of the dog when he has the shield up? You should only be hitting the dog ever. Because it's weak to lunar reactions, the shield. You could be losing a lot of time if you fight the chickens.
万民の名前からして賑やかでいい。そこを最初の目的地としよう。
ひひ、万民堂はいいぞ。オイラも食べたくなってきたぜ。じゃあ、万民堂に出発だ。待ってろよ、シャンリン。遅刻遅刻。
It has to be some kind of gameplay issue, not an investment
や
issue.
らないように。
If you're not clearing Fearless with Jibai Columbina. Oh, Inefa! Or not Inefa, Varesa rather. This will come later though. For now, let's focus on our task.
Oh! 珍しいお客さんだな。いらっしゃい。
旅人、パイモン。今日はお客さんが多いから早くどこかにかけて。お姉さんは見かけない顔だね。新しいお友達？おそうだぞ。
Okay, let's check your Jibai. You have 35k Mora. Yeah, so I guess the levels won't come for now. But yeah, you will want to level her to 90 eventually. Base defense, more damage from the Lunar Crystallite reaction and stuff. All good. And yeah, talent levels, focus on the skill, max, just max it out. You can leave the burst a bit lower. It is decent. The second damage is Lunar Crystallized damage. But skill is the vast majority. So if you are short on mass, short on Mora, just focus on the skill. Harbinger, yeah, that's the free-to-play option. That's good. And yeah, defense subs are also lovely. That's good. 0 EM subs, a bit of a shame, but it's like okay. 36, we have plus 30 from the set, that's 66. Plus 28 from this passive, that's 94.9. Yeah, pretty good. If you play Iluga, that's 99.9, because it gives 5 crit rate. But whether you play him or not, it's good. And 262 crit damage, yep, that's plenty. And yeah, just 2 ER subs, that's fine. It's just kind of the... If you have ER subs, it's nice. You burst whenever you can. You don't lose your stats for it. And of course, Night Sky. Yeah, looks good. Just level up the skill and hair as well. ZY being only Ascension 5 is a bit of a shame here. You will also get more crit damage once you ascend her. I got C1 ZY early. Very nice. Do you ever do charge attacks with her? No. You just spam the normals. The core combo is 4 normal attacks into E. It's fine if you have to dodge in the middle, because like, you want to do 4 normal attacks, because the 4th normal attack deals Lunar Crystallized damage, but it's just like 130%, it's like okay. But not the end of the world if you miss it, but yeah. If you don't need to dodge, if the boss is like stunned or something, or just not attacking much, you do 4 normal attacks, or if you have a shield. 4 normal attacks, the final hit deals Lunar Crystallized damage, so it's strong. And then you press your skill should be ready by then. If you have to dodge or something, just press the skill when it's up. You get like what, 4 of them? Or 3? Do you get 3 or 4? I forgot, haven't played her yet. Oh sorry, the lunar damage is actually 44% on the 4th hit, not 130. 130 is the regular damage and then 44 is the lunar scaling on the 4th hit. Yeah, and then the skill is 211. So it's 5 times the damage from the skill compared to the final normal attack. And yeah, when you already do your final E, you just switch out, reset your buffs. And if you already yeah, you can review, that's fine. You brought her here for a lantern ride.
なるほど。はじめまして。旅人の友達なら、私の友達でもあるってことだよね。しっかりおもてなしするから、好きなのを頼んで。今日は私のおごり。私はシャンリンだよ。万民堂の料理人なんだ。あなたは？
シャンリン。リーゆえに白馬の仙人がいるという話を聞いたことはないか？
A fourth attack without Iluga is nothing. It's a little bit. The damage gets multiplied. It's not actually 44%. I think Lunar Crystallize gets a 1.6 multiplier. Which is like so weird. That the damage gets multiplied compared to what's shown here for no good reason. Oh yeah, also when you max it out it's 53, not 44. So like it's like a fourth or a fifth of her skill damage. And like if you get 4 of them, that's like an extra skill press, pretty much. That's good. Is it really usable? Usable, but probably not your best option. Physics Goro is better, Zhongli, Chiori are better, Inefa. Inefa is probably best to play if you have a spare Inefa. Zibai is on Mannequin and Iluga on Yunjin. Okay. So first here we've got Harbinger, yeah, that's a very strong free-to-play option, as long as you can stay above 90%, so it will benefit you if you play Zhongli, but I see he's ready here as well. By the way, you don't really want to stack HP on Zhongli. If you play a team like this, of Zibai, Columbina, and Iluga, you have 3 lunar characters and then 1 non-lunar character. And then when you have the lunar resonance, then any characters who don't give you moon sign will give your team buffs based on their stats. Will give your team a lunar damage buff. And for Geo characters, that buff scales with their defense. So you actually kinda want to stack defense on Zhongli for a bigger lunar crystallize buff to your Jibai and Columbina. So the play is to ditch all of this. Also, you should never be playing Black. That's just a garbage weapon. Just play Favonius for energy for the rest of your team. It will benefit Columbina and Zibai as well, and even possibly Iluga. Fav weapons are just goated, and Black Tassel is a garbage piece of, yeah. And yeah, instead of these HP substats, you could play defense, defense, defense. You could go for like a damage Zhongli. His damage can be not the worst when you get like the Pillar Resonance with the Lunar Crystallized summons. So going for like crit on the hut, not bad either. Like going HP crit or HP Geo crit. Always with Fav though, an option. But yeah, stacking defense is probably gonna be best. Just for a bigger buff to the rest of your team. Especially because Zibai tends to get fewer lunar damage and EM buffs compared to other lunar characters. And then yeah, defense, yep, and defense subs are also lovely. Not much worse than crit. EM also decent. Like I said, she gets fewer EM and lunar damage buffs than other lunar carries, so it's better than Flynn's. 47 crit rate plus 30, that's 77, plus 28, you overcap by 5%. Iluga gives you 5 more, up to 10 more if you get C6. So you can overcap by 10 to 15%. You should try to reduce some of the crit rate subs. Maybe the Suns could be better, because those Suns are loaded in crit rate and have like no other stats. And all this crit rate might end up being wasted. Right? So find a different off-piece that actually has more crit damage, EM, and ER. Crit damage looking good though. And a bit of ER is not bad, because her burst is decent. Her burst is like an additional skill hit, essentially. It deals that kind of damage. And then for... You already have Silken on Columbina, so unless you want to switch her to Obeid, Silken on Iluga does nothing. Right? It's just 2-piece ER, and the 4-piece does nothing. Because it doesn't stack with itself. So either you switch your Columbina to Obeid of Morning Star, whatever it's called. Or, since in other lunar teams you prefer Silken, you could switch Iluga to something different. You could play just 2-piece EM sets for like a slightly bigger buff from him. You could try going Instructors as well, but you do lose EM then, so I'm not even sure if it's worth it. It probably might be, but I'm not exactly sure. Either way, don't play 2 Silken Moons, because that's a bit of a waste. Also, if Iluga is not C2, he cannot even reliably block Silken Moon from off field, so the uptime will be pretty terrible. Because the set only has 8 seconds uptime, and you can refresh it from off field, so if you play it on somebody who can hit from off field like Columbina, there is no issue, but Iluga without C2 does not hit from off field. Playing her to Obeid, or if not, just play Aino Instructor and keep that set on Iluga. Okay, yeah, that works. But you need to get C2, right? Without C2, bricked. You should be playing Fav. Always play Fav. He might need the energy himself. And once again, energy for Columbina. Energy for Zibai. That's good. The EM here is not worth it on Dragon's Bane. Just put the Fav in the bag. And then, yeah, you just want to stack EM. EM, some ER. Getting a little bit more crit rate would be good with Fav. Actually, no, you don't even need crit rate with Fav. Because he will participate in the Lunar Crystallize reaction. And if that crits, it counts as an Iluga crit. Because he contributes like 1%. Maybe a bit more. Maybe like 5% of the reaction's damage is contributed by Iluga. Or maybe more since you stack EM. So you might actually get decent Lunar Crystallize damage. Either way, he will count as one of the characters proccing Lunar Crystallize. So he will be critting. As long as the turrets shoot while he's on field. Which they should. Hopefully. So yeah, you don't even need crit for reliable Favonius procs.
もちろん知ってるよ。それがどうしたの？
私こそがその白馬の仙人だ。
Oh,
あなたがその仙人なの？
楽しそうじゃないか。シャンリン、若いくせして遅れてるぞ。最近外ではロールプレイという有名な人物のふりをする遊びが流行ってるらしいぞ。娘さんはかなりの手だれのようだ。旅人の友達は文化に精通しているものが多いな。
なんでそんなこと知ってるの？私知らなかったよ。
お客さんたちが教えてくれたんだ。だから言っただろう。山菜ばかり取ってないで。
Jeff Mao is
もっ
into
と友達を
cosplay
作れ
girls.
ってこのままじゃ父さんより時代に取り残されるぞ。
私だって友達くらいいるよ。ほら、今だって若者文化に詳しい新しい友達ができたでしょ。お姉さん、私あなたのこと白馬の仙人様って呼んでもいい？
私は本物の白馬の仙人だ。
すっかり役になりきってるね。じゃああなたのことを本物の白馬の仙人様って呼ばせてもらうね。いいでしょ？
I mean, sure, her dad told her about like the cosplay thingy, but like, isn't it? It's not unrealistic that the traveler would bring an Adeptus here, because like, we only have special friends. It's kind of weird that Xiangling wouldn't believe her, but I guess she just trusts her dad too much. Do you go instructor Zhongli who have been on sick and gone on 2-piece defense? Yeah, sure. Probably the play.
じゃあおいらは本物の旅人だぜ。
Because that makes me the real Paimon.
二人はちっとも似てないよ。服を着替えてもう一度出直してきて。
君たち人間はなかなかに面白いな。付き合ってやろう。
ああ、ほらほら、突っ立ってないで空いてる席を早く見つけて。すぐに注文を取りに行くから。
You probably won't have any special lines for he. Oh, whoa. It's just... Okay, didn't even have a chance to talk with him.
シャンリンさんとウー師匠はいらっしゃいますか？ああ、あいつらなら。お前は旅人、注文を取りに来たよ。今日は何食べる？あれ、もしかしてあなた。
どここうです。この間はお店のものを壊してしまって。とに
Poor
かく
girl got possessed.
申し訳ありませんでした。あの時はどうかしてたんです。どうか許してください。
ああ、お前さんか。あの日は本当にびっくりしたよ。まさか本当に黒瀬鈴木の唐辛子煮込みにやられたんじゃないよな。
もうお父さんってば、人が謝りに来てるのに変なこと言わないでよ。コーコーちゃん、気にしないで。あの時は病気だったんでしょ？元気になったようでよかったよ。ほらほら座って、私がごちそうするよ。
そんな申し訳ないもの。
遠慮することないよ。ずっと外で作業してれば誰だって病気になるよ。ね、だから座って座って。ああ、今日はお店が混んでるから席がなくなっちゃった。
They're fat eating at the table on the
じゃあ
right.
一緒に座ろうぜ。4人席だしな。
Must be fate, huh?
ありがとうね。それじゃあみんな何食べる？何でも食べて。
何人もやられたという黒瀬鈴木の唐辛子煮込みを食べてみたいな。
いえ、そういうわけじゃなくて、私が全部悪いの。
じゃあまずは黒瀬鈴木の唐辛子煮込みね。他は何にする？おいらは
This is not the house, why don't you choose for us? Before Paimon orders the entire menu.
確かにパイモンも迷ってるみたいだし、私が選ぼっか。絶対満足させてあげられるよ。黒瀬鈴木の唐辛子煮込みは結構辛いから、口直しにエビのあっさり炒めでしょ。せっかくの解凍祭だし、リーユエ名物のリーユエ算数とお食べくださいも外せないね。メインは今日は新しいお友達が来てるから心尽くしにして、万民堂特製のピリ辛蒸しまんじゅうを添えよっか。 忘れられない味になるから楽しみにしてて。
Oh, I'm hungry,
そ
man.
れからデザートに北条随節餅。これは私の新作なんだ。楽しみにしててね。
Hello, Lil Monix.
すごい豪華だな。今日は存分に食べられそうだぞ。
ちょっと多すぎじゃ。
多くない多くない。私の注文なんだから安心して。そして最後の目玉料理は船長ショー。へへ、万民堂じゃめったに作らない料理なんだよ。でも今日は初めて白馬の仙人様に会えた日だからね。美味しくて飛び上がっちゃうくらいの料理を作ってあげる。よし、じゃあみんなゆっくりしてて。すぐに出すから。
ちょっと待って、白馬の仙人。今シャンリーさん、白馬の仙人って言わなかった？
そう、私こそ白馬の仙人だ。
これはロールプレイなんだ。ただの演技だから安心してくれよな。
びっくりした。白馬の仙人のふりだったのね。
どうした？娘、白馬の仙人に何か用か？
この前まで考古状態にいたんだけど、双眼鏡園で古い遺物を発掘したの。調べると、出土したものは老館っていう大昔のもので、陳玉の谷の人々の先祖の中には、そこから来た人もいるんですね。
Hey, already pulled Zibai.
それが白馬の仙人とどう関係あるのだ？
出土品の中に、白馬の仙人を形取ったものや文字が残されていたのよ。確かに、白馬の仙人がその時代の神仙だったという伝説もあるけど、その他にも様々な説があるの。
We have about 8k less DPS with jungle instead of City Iluga. Oh, surprising. You're doing Jungly Goro, right? So then Jungly Goro is worse than Iluga Goro for you. I guess. One thing you have to keep in mind though is that it will be very easy in a regular fight to lose your 28 crit rate from Harbinger of Dawn if you don't have a shielder. So I wouldn't recommend playing the double 4-star combo with both Iluga and Goro. Goro has a bit of healing and you can have Amber Columbina as well, but it will be very easy to get hit. Lose even 20% of your HP and it will take a while to heal it off. You're a dodge enthusiast, okay. The server damage actually a dummy doesn't show lunar damage. No, it does. The DPS counter on the side does show lunar damage. It's just the lunar reaction is not shown in the reaction counter because there's a special reaction counter, and like that one doesn't showcase lunar reactions, but the DPS will include it. You can compare your lunar teams versus non-lunar teams just fine. I'm pretty sure the dummy is the same on every server. Pretty sure because you can publish. I'm pretty sure it's always been like this. Because like I know which warning you mean, but it just means that it's not shown in the reaction tracker, and it's the same dummy on all servers. I tested my Flynn's team. I am on EU, but I'm pretty sure it's the exact same dummy. You can publish your games on multiple servers, and I've always heard everybody using the same dummy, no matter which server. So it's probably the same one. I have used my Flynn's team and it was just fine, 180k DPS. It wouldn't be that high if lunar damage didn't count. It's just the reaction tracker, right? You can't rely on this. Maybe you're misplaying somehow. I mean, maybe, but I don't think so. I don't think that's the case, because like, I'm pretty sure it's the same dummy. And there is an issue with lunar reactions, but it's not an issue that you are thinking of. Maybe I am wrong, because I can't like try it on Asia. But I'm like 80% sure that the DPS counter should be right. Anybody here on Asia can like confirm that your lunar teams work fine?
もっと詳しい記録を見つけることができれば、 大きな評価を受けられるんだけど。
歴史に興味があるのか？
It's worked since day one, though.
偶然高校招待に入っただけなんだけど、この道に進んだからには何かを成し遂げたいの。でも最近良くないことがあって、人を殴っちゃったのよ。
ほう。武術家に転身するつもりなのか？
そういうことじゃないわ。かすり傷だったから母が示談金を払ってくれて、相手も許してくれたんだけど。
You know, that really wasn't your fault.
でも仕事はもうダメかもしれないわ。総務士も相手も大ごとにはしないって言ってくれたけど、父が家宝で罰するって言ってるから。
家宝ってなんだ？
要するにお仕置きってこと。反省のための禁則令。解答祭が終わったら行営層に戻って謹慎するの。外に出れるのはいつになるやら。
厳しすぎだぞ。なんかすごい家だな。
すごい家なんてとんでもないよ。行営層にお茶畑をいくつか持ってる他には、リュウエ港に宿屋が1軒あるだけ。
宿屋？まさかハック激流のことか？
Ah, so Boss Lu must be your...
ええ、私の祖父よ。みんな知ってたのね。
すごい偶然だな。そういえばロシーって白馬の仙人に会いたがってたよな。
Wanted it twice to get the by C1? Very lovely. Well, she showed up alright.
でもこういうことじゃないような。
Shh, keep it down.
娘、随分と裕福な家庭で育ったようだな。なぜわざわざ考古招待などに参加したのだ？山での生活は楽ではなかっただろう。
家に頼って生きていく方がいいとは限らないわ。父なんてそのいい例よ。最近父が祖父からハック激路の経営を任されてね。改善案をいろいろと考えたんだけど、その一つ目が店名を変えることだったの。結果は散々で、祖父は何日も親不孝者と父を叱り続けて、今も喧嘩中なのよ。
その話は
Level 4 starts on C6? That's probably even luckier.
つまりね、誰かに頼れば頼るほどその人の言いなりになるしかなくなるの。父は家業で生きているから祖父の言いなりになるしかないのよ。だから私は外に出て自分の道を切り開くの。どんなに辛い思いをしても構わない。這い上がる道は苦しみの向こうにあるはずだわ。何かおかしいの？
君たち人間は実に面白い。苦しみを乗り越えてでも他の人間より上に這い上がるためにこの世にやってきたというのか？私と同じようにこの世を楽しむためだと思っていたのだがな。自分が本当に好きなことを探してみたことはあるか？考古学か武術か茶畑の管理か、それとも宿の経営か。
好きなこと？
ああ、取り組む際に苦労を感じずに済むことの一つや二つあるだろう。好きなことであれば辛さも和らぐはずだ。
でもそんなことあるものかしら？
もちろんだ。シャンリンを見てみるといい。華麗なヘラさばきを見せる彼女が辛そうに見えるか？つまり私が言いたいのは、どうしても苦しむしかないのならばそこからどうにか甘みを探すべきだということだ。
あなたにとってはそれがロールプレイなの？
まあそんなところだ。
こいつの白馬の仙人のふりはプロの役者も顔負けの出来だぞ。
そうね。帰る前にシャンリンさんと話してみようかしら。
お待たせ、できたよ。うわー、いい匂いだぜ。
やっとこの毒入り水煮魚を食せるのか。
だから料理のせいじゃないって言ってるだろ。強いて言うなら、もう一人のお前のせいだぞ。なんだ、どうしたんだ。
辛い。
Can the others devour the food set before you? After you've all finished Lu Shangchang. Oh, I couldn't read any of this. Okay, whatever. Why does it flash so quickly? Just make it so that we have to press to
腹も満た
advance.
されたことだし、次は娯楽か。どこへ行く？
娯楽ならここにはいっぱいあるぞ。お茶を飲んだり、鳥と散歩したり、将棋を指したり、芝居を見たり、講談を聞いたり。
講談？
物語を語る人たちがいるんだ。リーユへの伝説は戯曲や講談になってるんだ。真如壁観とか宗龍転生とか八鬼伝トートとか。
月に関する話はないのか？
それはまだ聞いたことないな。でも月を取り入れたものならいろいろあるぜ。ほら、だってリーユエにだって月が入ってるだろ。そうだな。お前も物語を語るのが好きだったよな。一緒にちょっと見に行ってみようぜ。
では、二人に案内をお願いするとしよう。
よーし。じゃあ三番酔いに向かって出発。
New recipe. And there isn't Shangling. Yeah, like the place even gets like remote. They should just permanently change this. Because whenever one mini restaurant comes up in a cutscene, there are extra tables here. Instead of just one, there are 3. And it's been like this like for a while already. In some anecdotes as well, I'm pretty sure. Or something. Whatever. I tried to talk to him, didn't even work. But yeah, there's no way he'll have dialogue.
このセリフ言いづらいですね。よく練習しないと舞台上で飛んだ恥をかくことになりそうです。
天上舌だなんてよくも言えるな。天下だことに改名しろ。
The face.
私も最初はあなたと同じでしたよ。でも言葉の意味をよく噛みしめ、心に留め、何度も読み返せばすぐにスラスラと出てくるようになります。
おっしゃる通りですね。もう一度挑戦してみます。
ウンキー、お前もここにいたのか。何話してるんだ？
I want to hear the tongue twister.
またお会いできましたね。そちらの方は？白馬の仙人だ。
白馬の仙人？
本物ってわけじゃないぞ。
Why are we still sticking to this? Just cosplaying as one.
なるほど。
Why is this an issue if she is an adeptus?
皆さん楽しみ上手ですね。
そういうことなら私も負けませんよ。昔宗龍転生の演技をやろうとしていた時に元王帝君になりきったことがあるんですよ。妖魔を鎮圧した時の心境をよく理解したいと思ってね。
それってただの自己満足なんじゃ。
お言葉ですが、我々は文化人ですからそこまで考えるんです。はん、
おいらが無教養みたいな言い方するなよな。旅人と一緒に世界中を旅してきていろんなことを見聞きしてきたんだ。道中の物語を聞いたら腰を抜かすぜ。
そんなに教養が終わりなら古詩一首でも聞かせてくださいよ。
詩か？どんな詩を読めばいいんだ？
もうボロが出ましたね。古詩一首という詩があるんですよ。
嘘つくな。そんな名前の詩聞いたこともないぞ。
パイモンさんをからかわないであげてください。発見された遺物に残されていた詩で私たちも知ったばかりなんですから。
詩の意味がわからなかったので、とりあえず古詩一首と呼んでいたのですが、先日学者たちが大まかな意味を解読し終え、やっと月と白馬の仙人様を祀る詩であったことが分かりました。
おお、国政も同じようなこと言ってたな。その詩も老韓国と関係あるのか？
はい、総務省から今夜月が消えるかもしれないという知らせが出ていますが、心配することはありません。不安なら個人に倣ってこの詩を読んで白馬の仙人様をお呼びすれば、月と私たちの安寧を守ってくださるはずです。
そんなにすごいのか？一体どんな内容だったんだ
Under moon eternal in radiant night, a maiden grants silk soft and light. Under moon iridescent in a night divine, a maiden grants fiber for cloth so fine. Under moon of frost in a night so great, a maiden grants tools to divine our fate. The fields are plowed, the seeds are sown, and from the earth life is grown. The seedlings stretch, the crops do rise, and all unfolds before our eyes. Fruits are gathered, sweet wine is poured, these gifts we offer to our Lord. Pure as heaven, so fair and bright, she shines as light in this dark night, and with her does this wish take flight. The final line is kind of awkward because it's got all like, 1 2 1 2 rhymes, and it's like 1 2 3.
豪月、昇り。なんて読むんだ？樹木。
Pam doesn't know the kanji.
作りけり。空に光月、昇り。草木を。また読めないぞ。次！天女。
English doesn't hit like this, but in Japanese and Chinese it's probably just use ancient characters that nobody knows how to read.
天女来世で地を開く。才杖持ちて働けば五穀豊かに実りけり。
うわ、文字すら見ずによく言えたな。
おや、これは有識者の方でしたか。白馬の仙人をよく研究されているようだ。さすが彼女を演じているだけありますね。
何せ私は本物の白馬の仙人だからな。
素晴らしい。そうやってなりきってこそ深く役に入り込めるのです。我こそ元王帝君なり。お気持ちよくわかりますよ。私も昔はそうでしたから。
君はなかなか面白いな。
白馬の仙人様、お会いできて光栄です。この詩の真意をご存知ではありませんか？まだわからないところがあって。
解説してほしいのか？
はい、ぜひご教授を。
面白い。今のリーユエには古きを尊ぶ風潮があるのか？
リーユエには確かに歴史を愛する人が多いですが、新しいことに興味を持つ人もいますよ。例えば友人にフォンテーヌのロックを研究している人がいます。
そうそう、お嬢さんや私のようにロールプレイを好む人だっていますからね。
つまり古きを尊ぶというよりも百花繚乱というべきですね。
なるほど。では君たちの疑問に答えてやろう。実はこの詩はただ幸福を祈るための詩なのだ。意味はこうだ。豪月が夜空に昇り、天女が空から降り立つ。身につけた宝玉のように美しい彼女は、葛や桑の葉がすくすくと育つよう祝福し、おかげで人々は良い頑丈な布を織ることができた。光月が夜空に昇り、天女が空から降り立つ。身につけた白玉のように美しい彼女は、葛や麻の葉がすくすくと育つよう祝福し、おかげで人々は華やかで繊細な布を織ることができた。蒼月が夜空に昇り、天女が空から降り立つ。身につけた飾り玉のように美しい彼女は、よもぎの葉がすくすくと育つよう祝福し、おかげで人々は占いをすることができた。
やはり月から訪れた仙人様だったのですね。
彼女は人々に 農具で雑草を取り、土を肥やすために耕し、穀物の種をまき、一粒一粒に生気を宿らせる術を教えた。彼女は豆や麦を祝福し、豊かな芽が絶えぬようにした。彼女は栗や稲を祝福し、ふくよかに実り輝くようにした。
へえ、きっと俗に言う緑の手を持ってたんだな。
穀物を収穫して美酒とし、天女に捧げる。完璧に準備を整えて敬意を表すのだ。天女よ、空中を舞うその姿はまさにこの世に降り立つ仙人だ。天女よ、その清らかな姿はまさに我らが国土を守護する社食神だ。我らが願いを天へと飛ばし、来年も福に満ちた一年となるよう祈願しよう。
そんな意味だったんだな。
感動しました。お嬢さん、あなたこそ真のロールプレイヤーです。
感服しました。まさか総務士の告知からわずか数日でこの詩をここまで深く研究できる人がいるなんて。私も少しは理解できたと思っていましたが、井の中の蛙、大海を知らずとはこのことですね。大変勉強になりました。ありがとうございます。
娘よ、謙遜するな。私も君や今日のリーユエ校からいろいろと得ることができた。
では、あなたはリーユエ出身ではないのですね。得たというと
さあな。なんということもない思い出だ。さて案内役よ、次はどこへ行こうか。私は港を見に行きたいのだが、どうだ？
いいぞ。今日はお前の行きたいところに行く日だからな。
もう行ってしまわれるのですね。ご挨拶が遅くなりましたが、私は運搬車の座長で運金と申します。お名前を伺っても？
私の名など取るに足らん。しかし答えないままというのも不粋だ。先ほどの詩の名前を伝えてやるとしよう。
古詩一種じゃないのか？
もちろん違う。この詩は老風詩白というのだ。
老風詩白。
そうだ。ではまたな。
Oh no, let's slime mush together. Hoping to spend the lantern ride with you, Geoadeptus. So let's slime mush together. Oh, we can read it again. But the NPCs are gone. Normally whenever, like, after a conversation like this, the characters would stay here and you could talk with them again for, like, an extra line or two of dialogue. And yeah, it seems like they kinda removed it from this lantern ride. I mean, I guess, like, they can just add more dialogue to the dialogue itself instead of putting it, like, afterwards. Especially because few people actually get to hear it ever. Oh, Yanfei! Always glad to hear more of Yanfei.
Kaan! この前ナドくらいに行った時、蒼月のこの蔵書に面白い記述を見つけたんだ。なんと彼らの書籍にも月に住む神の使いに関する記録があった。
Around my 50-50?
神の使い？
Yes.
白馬の仙人のことですか？
断言はできないけどな。しかしリーユエとナドくらいに似たような伝説があるなんて。こんなに遠く離れているのにだぞ。面白いとは思わないか。はい、
異国の人々も同じ空、同じ月を見上げているのですね。
ああ、まるで皆つながっているようだ。私たちが解凍祭を祝うように他の国にいる仲間もこの季節を祝っている。そう思うと楽しくなってこないか？はい、
エイさん、嬉しそうですね。戻ってきてすぐに特大の小刀見物に誘ってくださったのも納得です。
ただ残念ながら バーヤでさえ白馬の仙人には会ったことがないそうだ。本当に物語や伝説の中にしか存在しないのかもしれないな。
白馬の仙人は架空の存在なんかじゃないぞ。
おや、旅人とパイモンじゃないか。ずいぶん久しぶりだ。会えて嬉しいぞ。回答祭を祝して。
本当に回答祭を祝して。
Happy Lantern Ride.
でもパイモン、さっき言っていたのはどういうことだ？白馬の仙人に会ったことがあるのか？
もちろんだ。なぜなら今ここにまさしく白馬の仙人がいるからな。
おら、こちらは。
私こそ白馬の仙人だ。
Please don't pretend, Paimon.
次は別の挨拶にしてくれないか。
なんと、あなたが白馬の仙人なのか
Can is an Adeptus as well. Why do we have to lie to her? She's cosplaying as the White Horse Adeptus.
そうなんだ。紹介するぜ。こいつはオイラたちの新しい友達だ。刺客って言うんだけど、最近は趣味で白馬の仙人の真似ばっかしてるんだ。
あはは、そうだったのか。刺客さん、はじめまして。縁妃だ。最近は白馬の仙人の話を聞き集めることにハマっている。
お二人とも仲良くなれそうですね。あ、私のことはカンウとお呼びください。
あはは、刺客さんも消灯を見に来たんだろう？
ん？この馬の形をした消灯はまさか。
その通り、白馬の仙人をイメージして作った消灯だ。なかなかいいだろう？
何笑ってるんだ？
この消灯がおかしくてな。見ていたら自分までおかしくなった。
どういうことだ？
この消灯は確かに見事だが、君たちは今まで馬を見たことがあるか？
No, we have not. We have not seen a horse.
そう言われてみれば見たことない気がするぞ。お前はどうだ？
Me neither.
この消灯は走っている馬を模したものだろう。だが側対歩と呼ばれるかなり珍しい歩法をとっているように見える。私が白馬の仙人が同じ側の前後の足を同時に動かして走っているところを想像すると、思わず笑いがこみ上げてきたのだ。
ほう、知らなかった。勉強になったよ。
ねえ、まあ二次創作なんだし、オリジナルと違うのは当たり前だろ。
I mean, no, that's like an anatomically incorrect horse, or like the movement is incorrect. So why laugh at yourself?
考えが至らなかったと思ってな。私の物語などもう誰も気にかけてなどいないと思っていたのに、まさか私をかたどった消灯を見ることができるとは。
その認識は大間違いだぞ。白馬の仙人の話は私が知っているだけでもいろいろある。例えば
Moonlit Bamboo Forest?
オイラたちも知ってるぜ。
いいや、今から話すことは絶対に知らないはずだ。
そうなのか？
ああ、私だって昨日カンウから聞いたばかりなんだ。カンウ、みんなにもう一度話してくれないか？
はい。何から話せばいいか考えさせてください。皆さんはリーユへの月酔い祭をご存知でしょうか？
おお、鍋じゃなくてかまど神を祀るお祭りだったよな。
はい。ですが実はかまど神祭は長い時をかけて今のような形になったのです。当初は祝月という戦火の儀式から始まったものなんですよ。
ピンバーヤもそんなこと言ってた気がするけど、儀式がどんなものだったかについては聞いてないな。
龍雲神君の話によれば、祝月というのは 月と交信するための儀式だそうです。
Reckons good? Yeah, they're pretty solid. C2 allows him to play Silken Moon, because he cannot maintain full uptime without it, so it limits his set options. C4 is a 200 defense buff, which is pretty nice, and C6 is 5 more crit and 10 more crit damage and 30 more EM. I think that's what it... Yeah, because normally he gives 20 crit value, with that he gives 40 and 30 EM extra. So yeah. Almost every con is pretty good. Even burst levels are decent, because it increases his EM scaling buff. It's just skill levels are useless. And C1, what was C1? C1 is... energy. Yeah, that's decent as well. You don't want to cast his burst. More energy allows you to run more EM, so every con is actually pretty good. Except for skill levels. C5 is useless garbage. All the other ones, all of them are solid upgrades.
Skiと交信する？一体何を伝えるんだ？
シン君も詳しくは知らないようでした。ずっと元王帝君が取り仕切っていたものですから。
しょい、元王帝君がか？よっぽど大事な儀式だったんだな。
はい。ですが残念なことに、何度も儀式は執り行われたものの、月からの応答は一度もありませんでした。それで次第に廃れていったのです。しかし昨日国生さんが、月が黒い穴のようなもので隠されてしまった写真を持って行って、これが祝月の儀式と関係があるかどうか、シンくんに尋ねたんです。写真を見たシンくんはハッとしたかのように、祝月の儀式は実際には白馬の仙人との交信を試みるための儀式だったのではとおっしゃいました。
それって勝利はずっと前から白馬の仙人を復活させようとしてたってことか？
どうだ？独占スクープだぞ。白馬の仙人が月追い祭と関係しているなんて意外だっただろう。
We're gonna be like, nah, we knew all along. Using a 3-star weapon feels so wrong. Let's be nice to her. 70 pulls, C0R0 buy with C3 Luga? That's pretty good actually. Getting 3 Lugas in 70? Or 40 Lugas actually, yeah. For me to get, because I got C3, I got to C3 as well, I'm pretty sure. But I did more like 120 pulls. It's quite an elevation, yes.
国生さんが写真を持って訪ねに来なければ、この事実を知ることは叶いませんでした。
国
Are you getting one for free now? He's not from the UA.
とかって言ってたのは、この祝月の儀式のことだったんだな。
関心。ずっと呼び起こそうとしていたのか。
ん？誰を呼び起こすって？
いや、確かに新しい視点だと思ってな。そうだ、案内人たちよ。眺めの良い場所を知らないか？
もう移動するのか？おいらはまだいろいろ考えてたのに。
Door bomb.
だからこそ、ゆっくり考えられる場所が必要なのだ。
あら、林友湖を観光なさっていたんですか？見晴らしのいい場所なら、緑境台がおすすめですよ。
そうだな。あそこは高い場所にあるから、港から海を眺めるよりも気持ちいい。
I agree.
おっと、もうすぐ解凍祭も始まることだし、私たちもそろそろ師匠のところに戻らないと。
では、また夜の会場でお会いしましょ
う。お前らも行っちゃうのか？じゃあ仕方ないな。またな。
また会おう。
では案内人たち、行こ
う。よし、玉境台に行こうぜ。 今日はお客さんの言うことが絶対だからな。
Hold on a second.
まだ何かあるのか？
Let's take a photo here in front of the giant lantern.
写真とは何だ？
この瞬間をパシャって記録できる超すごい発明だ。
ほう。それには何か準備がいるのか？
いらないぜ。どんなポーズ、姿勢で映るかだけ考えといてくれ。あとは全部旅人にお任せだ。よし、準備できたぞ。
What?
すっごくいい写真だろ。おいらがいいタイトルをつけてやるぜ。白馬の仙人、リーユエコーで白馬の仙人を見る。
This is so good. Also, it's very nice that they actually animated her doing this pose, because they didn't have to. Wait, did this picture get taken properly? Yes, okay. Because first they animated her making this pose, and then there is like this drawing. Although, wait, is this actually like in-game as well? No, this is actually drawn. So, they could have just made it so that, you know, we see the picture only. But they went through the extra effort of animating her making this pose in-game as well. Really appreciate it.
凡人が時を止める術を見つけられるとはな。君たちはいつもいつの間にか何でもできるようになっている。さあ行こう。玉境内はこの方向か？
おい、待ってくれよ。
We don't walk there, we just get TP'd. Before we had to walk, it's kind of
ここ
weird.
の眺めは確かに素晴らしい。黄昏時か。この時間帯のリーユエコーはまた違った
Maybe you said the
趣
time
があるな。
correctly. Maybe that's why we got teleported here.
もうすぐみんなで消灯を飛ばす時間だな。今日は一年で一番大切な日なんだぞ。大切な家族や友達と集まって一緒にご飯を食べたりおしゃべりしたり花火をあげたりするんだ。その時にはもっと綺麗な景色が見
That's
ら
our
れるぞ。
deadline though for gathering all the
見て
souls.
みたいか？
結構だ。つまらぬ一日はここで終わらせよう。
つまらぬ一日。今日の観光気に入らなかったのか？
私は神や仙人の降臨や奇跡の現れ、あるいは困っている人のために身を張って助けるような展開を期待していたのだが、せめて惜しみなく金銭を振るって思うがままに豪遊でもしていればな。その方が楽しいに決まっている。しかしそんなものは何もなく、ただ食事をして物語を聞いて本物とはかけ離れた白馬の灯籠を見ただけ。たったそれだけでもう太陽が沈む時間になってしまった。なんという平凡な一日だろうか。
悪かったよ。そういうのが好きなんだって知ってたら絶対叶えてやってたのに。全部勝利のせいだぞ。お客さんの要望はちゃんと説明しろよな。
もう遅い。私と一体となった残魂を私が手放すと思うか？
それは。
Quit scaring Paimon already.
やっぱり君は頭の回転が早いな。
おいらをおちょくってたのか？
その通りだ。眼神の国は人の頭を岩のように固くしているのかもしれぬな。
今までのは全部冗談だったのか？
まだわからないか？ただもう少し君たちとおしゃべりをしていたかっただけだ。出会った凡人たちに物語を聞かせたこともあったが、 どうせ忘れ去られるものだと思っていた。私は彼らを見くびっていたらしい。元王帝君の言っていた通りかもしれぬな。かつて老漢が抱えていた美しい瑠璃の一部はこの国の礎となっている。
じゃあオイラたちの頼みを聞いてくれるのか？
ああ、とっくに聞き入れると決めていた。
10 whole viewers in this economy. I feel like we've been doing decently lately. I got a sub on YouTube as well the other day. The first one in 3 months. Unless it was one of my Twitch viewers subbing on YouTube. Might be a genuine one though. And when was that exactly?
この町に足を踏み入れた時、とある光景が私の目に飛び込んできたのだ。飛脚が路地を駆け抜け、二担ぎの者が木箱を下ろし、行商人が屋台を押してくる。そしてその上に吊るされたタコと提灯がゆらゆらと揺れる。料理人は飯を作り、芸人は物語を語り、文人は詩を読み、武人は町を見守り、子供は遊び、老人は和み、役人は職務に励み、民は喜びに満ちている。すでに自分の情熱を注げる対象を見つけた者もいれば、将来を案じている者もいる。しかし、誰もがやがてこの穏やかな秩序の中でそれぞれの吉日と明日の光を迎えることになるだろう。かつて老漢で見たいと願っていた光景が数千年の時を経てリーユエ港に広がっている。まったく素晴らしい世界だ。
Thank you.
仙人か。仙人とは所詮山に引きこもって暮らすだけの者たちなのだがな。しかしその山を離れさえすれば仙人もまた一介の凡人に溶け込める。礼を言わせてくれ旅人パイモン。おかげで最高に楽しい一日を過ごせた。さあ持っていくがよい。
ここでか？オイラたち、その勝利を待った方がいいんじゃない
Here,
か？
take my soul.
その必要はない。水は定まらず、花は散りゆく。人はまたいつか巡り合う。長き別れを恐るることなかれ。
あいつ行っちゃったのか？
It's like Master Uguay.
ああ、指針は本来五臓六腑の汚れから生まれた存在だ。この世に長くとどまることはできない。紫伯の残魂が宿っていなければとうに消え去っていたはずだ。残魂が体を離れた今、この世との縁も消えたというわけだ。
勝利、いつからいたんだ？
少し前からだ。
オイラ、てっきりお前も別れの挨拶に来るのかと。
変わらないように見える山石も流れる水には角を削り取られる。時の失勢が彼女に刻んだ後には慎重に向き合わなければいけない。
Actually, you're just terrible at saying goodbye.
別れてもまた巡り会える。
本当か？いつ会えるんだ？
途方もない歳月の果てかもしれないし、今宵の回答祭かもしれない。
And we want to revive
それ
Jibai.
って白馬の の仙人が復活したとして、そいつは三種神の記憶を持ってるのか？オイラたちのことも覚えてるのか？
その答えはすぐにわかるだろう。
I mean, all three of the selves will know us, so surely at least some image will remain.
解答祭が始まる。
Time for the cutscene!
始まりますね。
本当に月は隠れるのか？
消灯の準備はいいかい？
もちろん。
あんたは天の剣なんだろ？お月様をなんとかできないのか？
あれ？
お日様が出たら日午前、お月様が出たら月午前。
わあ、これが月食か。
豪月昇り、天女降る、軽玉樹木をことほぎて、よくよきタフを作りけり。
高月昇り、天女降る、白玉草木をことほぎて、儀式タフを作りけり。蒼月昇り、天女降る、天玉よもぎをことほぎて、茂る別荘千里よし。天女来世で地を開く、サイズへ持ちて働けば、五穀豊かに実りけり。豆麦祝い、苗育つ。栗稲植えば、玉実る。身を美しとなし、立てまつる。神に社音を伝うべし。天舞う姿、千なりや。我ら守りし、神なりや。
願いを届け、幸い来たれ。
過去に忠魂あり、試算する功のごとし。今ここに明かりを灯す。英霊が邪道に陥らぬよう。
成功したのか？じゃあ本物の白馬の仙人か？
ここはどこ？
ここはリーユエだ。
リーユエ？岩間の瑠璃、雲間の月。では君たちは誰？
やばいぞ！今までのこと覚えてないみたいだな。
どうして空一面に明かりが浮かんでいる？
誰もが誕生を祝福しているからだ。
誕生？一体誰の？
我が友、紫伯の。
紫伯？
お前のことだぞ。それすら忘れちまったのかよ。
私なの？ああ、そうだった。私は月宮の使い。私の名は紫伯。なら君は元州転生。
かつての別れから幾清掃もの時が過ぎてしまったが、紫伯よく帰ってきてくれた。
帰った。しかしこのリーユエという場所は見知らぬようで懐かしい。なぜ？
Do you remember who we are?
君たち。君は はあ、思い出した。君はあの弟子を求めていた十部の少年ね。弟子は取れた？大勢の門下生を持つようになった頃かしら。
おいおい、全然違うぞ。それはガミンだ。
あら、違うのね。ああ、思い出した。お前はあの身の程知らずのわっぱか。何度も我の邪魔をしてくれたな。その上私の案内役になろうとは。おや、案内人たちじゃないか。元気にしているか？
間違ってはないけど、なんかどんどんおかしくなってきたぞ。頭の中にスライムでも詰まっちゃってるんじゃないのか。
You got different dialogue here? Huh? How is that possible? Just like a different random... Which part was different? Mentioning Gaming? So she thought that you were that girl. Yeah, makes sense.
分かれていた魂が融合したばかりで、まだ半覚醒状態なのだろ
それって半分寝てるってことか？
So how long will it take for her to fully recover?
数日かもしれないし、数年かもしれない。これは俺にもわからない。
数
年？1000人の見る夢の長さは、下界の時間では測りきれない。
そっか。でもとにかく今オイラたちの目の前にいるのは完璧な白馬の仙人なんだよな。それだけで十分だぜ。
ああ、深く考える必要はない。時が過ぎるのを静かに待てばいいだけだ。
あら、あの人間たちは何をしているのかしら。
みんな解凍祭を楽しんでるんだ。空に浮かんでるのは小灯で、今年は一つ一つの小灯全部に小さな願いが込められてるんだ。
解凍祭？私も参加していいの？
もちろんだぜ。この数日頑張ってきたのもそのためだしな。もう一回解凍祭を案内してやろうぜ。道中会ったみんなにも会いに行こう。そうすればもっと早く元気になるかもしれないだろ。
Let's do that.
勝利、お前も特に用事はないんだろ。オイラたちと一緒に行かないか？
悪くない。
そうだみんなに挨拶するのを忘れるなよ。普通はみんな解凍祭を祝してって言うんだぞ。
解凍祭を祝して？
解凍祭を祝して。
解凍祭を祝して。
それじゃ出発しようぜ。
解凍祭、月を祝い、人をことほぎ、共に集う。
Oh, there is yet another chapter, but I guess I will do like the after party quest later. Yeah, because maybe if I want to do it now, I might not have time for anything else. I would like to collect artifacts after all. Also, I have resin to spend. Yeah, and these characters we can talk with them later as well. The follow-up quest is a long one. So I definitely no point in starting it now. We'll do it on Thursday. Alright, let's go to the pot. Because it's time to evict some freeloaders. Yahoda out. Sorry, Durin, but you are out as well. Iluga. And Zibai in. Friendship won't farm itself. Especially because Zibai friendship actually matters, because you unlock the thingy. You unlock the... flying... carriage, whatever. Oh, they use Sandbearer wood. Well, thingy, so you get for her friendship... Oh, I haven't bought this resin yet. You can fly with this thing, yeah. But only in Liyue, and I think it's only across like predetermined routes. So it's more like, you know, to get the to get some scenic views or whatever. It's not actually a transportation method, as far as I can tell. But not 100% sure actually. Okay, wait, so what do I want to level? What do I want to farm? Let's see the weapon mods, maybe. Let's see how many you can craft, because maybe I don't even have to farm them. Unlikely, but not impossible. Any dupes, Mr. Riodesley? 1, okay, sure. 43, that's 1 over, so still just going for dupes. Still only 1 dupe. That probably won't be enough for the final golden ones. I could have enough for this, but that's it. Mora flying away. Oh, I don't even have enough helmets and shafts. I can craft. I have the lower tier ones, but yeah. Here, let's spend some resin. I got quite a lot of free level ups, thanks to my like, thanks to events and the parametric transformer, pretty much, right? That's where I got all of this from. Do we try level 20 Zibai? Recommended cryo? What even are the enemies here? Sure, we'll be fine. Chiori carries. I don't even have a shield. No burst, whatever, we don't care. Okay. Yeah, that went fine. Nobody took damage actually. $199. Craftable 4. I need 6 of the golden ones, right? We need 2 Columbinas now.
頼んだよ、黎明の光を。
紅に染まって散りなさい。
Jibai can't do anything because the Chiori dolls demolish everybody. Okay, craftable 7. I need another run, right? Is it 6 or is it? It's 6, right? The golden mats? Yes, we need 6 of them. So if I can craft 7, I might get like a few more, but I'm not gonna get 18 of them. There is no way to do more than double. Look, I don't have enough here. Oh, look, he has exactly enough. A lot of enemies are dying here though. Horse noises. Got the Zibai, okay. Okay, craftable amount 11. This might be doable. Let's check. If we get very lucky. Horsey were here. So we definitely want to level her up. Also level up her skill and burst. First by banner is tomorrow? There's no it's tomorrow. Should be in an A. Like if you're playing in an A, should be out pretty soon. Also if you're in an A, that means it's like midday for you. Unless you live in Europe but play in an A for whatever reason. Yeah, 20 minutes for an A. So yeah, level up the skill especially, but burst also decent. Uraku is her second best weapon. You are in Asia but playing an A? That's so cooked, man. But yeah, it's in 20 minutes. So it cannot be tomorrow unless... Like, yeah, it's impossible for it to be tomorrow. And then, yeah, defense. Defense subs are also good. Having only 2 of them, a bit of a shame. No defense subs on the hut. EM subs are also nice to see. 81. I guess you don't get any crit from your set like this. Yeah. If you play her with Iluga, he gives her 5 to 10 crit rate. Damage looking solid though. Like this is an incredible number of crit subs. Absolutely insane. Having 31 crit subs. And even like 2 EM and 2 defense percent. But yeah, the set does nothing, so it's actually worse than your average Z-buy. Okay, let's try my luck. Oh, this is where I want to go. Too many characters here I couldn't see. The waypoint that I would normally use. Oh. Happy Lantern Ride, cute companion, and may all go well for your wishes. Thank you very much, Sayonara. And you got some sushi. My wishes did indeed go well. Let's see if my wishes for good craftings now will go well as well. Dupes. Oh, starting with 0 is bad. Okay, come on. 2 dupes. I'm going for a refund first. Yeah, if I just get 1 refund, I'm good. One refund. One refund. Mona? Okay, thank you. We got there. Might as well try to get a dupe at the end there. No. Perfect. 0 material waste. Oh, we need to craft the other 2 as well. So it's these. And I gotta give Zibai my shafts. Where are they? No, they must be lower down. This. Yes. Whenever you place a lantern, because there are 2 types of lanterns. Whenever you place this lantern, the one you get like 50 of at the start, it will get sent to a random player's world. You don't even need to know them. Those are the random ones you are getting. And then these, the gift lanterns, those you select the target and you attach an item. So you only get those if somebody explicitly gifted them to you. Those you just get from randoms all across the server. Oh my god, my Mora. Can I level up her talents at least once? No, not yet. Oh boy. This shows all the Xiao Lanterns. Available Xiao Lanterns 19. Why is still in the middle of the sea? Wait, Lumi? Oh no! Those are the gift Xiao Lanterns that I got from people. And Saya put one in the middle of the sea. Because this is Saya's avatar. Yeah. I'm like, what is the Lumin doing? Okay, got quite a few of them. This is the streamer view. I mean, a real streamer view would have like a map absolutely full of them. And those are the ones I have sent. And those are the ones people gave me specifically. And then the playable characters as well are here. Nobody has an Emily avatar. So you know when you see Emily. Oh, I do need to complete the final quest to get her mats. I guess we'll wait with that. Like I said, I'm not in a rush. What I am in a rush for to do though, whatever, grab artifacts, collect monster artifacts. I will need the materials. I will probably need them for money soon. I will just start selling them. I mean, for now, I can afford leveling up artifacts. I do still have the 19 million, but yeah, eventually I'll just start selling them. Because I won't even be able to use them as EXP, because leveling up artifacts also costs more. Times are tough, man. How is the economy getting worse? I mean, there was the one big thing, reputation quest, right? They realized they gave people too much more. But was this really an issue? I've got 100 million in Star Rail. 100 million! And even in Zealous I'm climbing very quickly. I don't pull every character in those games, I guess. Like, that's a big deal, right? In Genshin I pull every single character. And I level up most of them. All the way, especially since Stygian. Yeah. And that's the difference maker between Zenless and Genshin for sure. Because Zenless also has a pretty strict economy when it comes to Dennis, that game's currency. Star Rail though, that game, it just rains credits. I have never needed to farm a credit in Star Rail, even back when I was... Even back at the very start of the game. Because I have done Morale lines in the past, you know, when I was super new, like pre-AR45. I had to farm Dennis in Zenless quite a lot actually. I also do pull a lot of weapons and then level them all up to 90. You should be able to pull for every single character as a free-to-play player? I mean, that's not what MiHoYo thinks. There needs to be that temptation to spend 1, 2, 3. Oops. They are giving Varka? That's not confirmed at all. I don't really see why they would give Varka. If you wanna skip, but what do you mean by that? I don't understand. You just mean that you don't want to pull for Varka? But what do you mean by we? Who's we? It's kinda bad damage-wise, not at all. Man, people will cry that the not cry teams are too strong. And we have a character who's like, you know, like pre-not cry level. In terms of DPS. And they're like, so unpullable, so garbage, why would they do this? Decide. Do you want everybody to be as powerful as the Columbian lunar teams or not? And he's definitely strong enough. He's not a weak character, he's not like Mizuki. people. The Archons are supposed to be stronger than the rest of the characters around them. We can't have every character be better than the last one. But yeah, some people will literally say that Columbina ruins the game because she's way too powerful, so much power creep game is unplayable garbage, and then they'll be like, Varka's so weak, unpullable. I mean, Flint is broken with Columbina. He's not broken without Columbina. Varka will be competitive with the Lunar carries without Columbina. Pretty good, but not broken. He's not broken without Columbina. Weekend of Weekend Skerk for sure. More on that Varka level. Not Varka, Varesa, Arlecchino level. That's the level where they are all at. It's just Skerk, Mavujka and Columbina teams that are above. Your Skerk team is doo-doo. I mean, if you don't have the characters. You will have a chance to pull a Scofian expert though. But even then, even Skerk with 4 stars can still be plenty strong. You have a Scofian and Furina, so it's not Dudu at all! That must be some severe skill issue then. I've been using Skerk every Stygian pretty much. Skerk has been my Stygian MVP. And I actually have less investment on that team than most teams. I do have C1 Skerk, but I don't have Sig. C0 R0 Furina. And C0 R1 Escoffier. I've been clearing Dire with them almost every rotation. Alright, here I played Skerk with Nuvilet on the final one. Here we played Skerk on the first boss. No Skerk on this one. Okay, this was Skerkless. No Skerk here either, but I didn't even clear Dire. I was not good enough. Skerk here in the middle, and Skerk here in the bottom. So there are only... two times I didn't use Skerk, and one time I didn't even clear Dire. Where am I going? Oh yeah, up here. She's definitely better than Flints without Columbina. Flints with Columbina, sure. I mean, yeah, that's like the strongest team. Oops. But Flints without Columbina is weaker. Wait, where am I going? Here. So like, it's Columbina who's broken, not Flints. Flints is good. I love Flints. Not trying to downplay him. It's just Flints and Varka are actually fairly similar. It's just that Flints has access to Columbina. Who is the real broken character this year? Okay. And Sumeru. Yeah, we did this fairly quickly. It takes like, what, 10 minutes? Although the finishing lap here, or like the... whatever. The final stretch. Oh yeah, that's what I want to say. The final stretch is pretty long, actually. Because this one is chosen to just get the most artifacts. It's not necessarily that time efficient, but it's very spot efficient. We can grab a lot of pieces. Okay, I'm curious. Can I actually grab this? I will try. I'll try grabbing this. And I will see if everything will despawn up top. Because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to go that far away. These spots will be fine for sure, because they're closer. Because if these spots despawn, they will not reappear again. It happened to me last time my game crashed here. As I teleported. My PC has been stable since, but the memory issues were like this even before. They just pop up now and then. No wait, I'm going down already, right? Yeah, I've grabbed these. Let's see. Have the spots up there despawned when I moved so far away. Ooh, perfect turn. It's actually very hard to turn with Varasa in midair. They have despawned because I went for the greedy spot. So I grabbed one more spot down there, and I lost like 12 or 13 up here. But yeah, I'm fine with this, especially because it's late anyways. I don't mind cutting this a bit close. Like, you know, I don't mind ending this faster, rather. Not cutting it close, that means something different. But was it Shuei yesterday? No, okay, then I'm fine. Because I skipped it yesterday because my PC crashed and then I like didn't do Genshin again afterwards. HP Ascension above 3.4. HP Ascension slightly above 3.4. Late Sumeru. Does Kirara ascend with HP? No, Kirara is Dendro. Also, I think she ascends with like attack. Early Fontaine. Oh yeah! Furina. No, she ascends with crit. Right? She must ascend with crit. It has to be a 4-star. Only 4-stars ascend with HP nowadays. And by nowadays I mean yeah, like all the way back in Fontaine as well. Ordichia? No. Yes? Oh, she ascends with HP. Okay. Yeah, it's random what you get here. I actually like Ascension stat though. Because I kinda know them better than like materials they drop or something. Lizard Tail Pepper Star Conch. What else do I need to create the most dreadfully disgusting cocktail? That's Diona. So it's like, looks like lips, but there is no way those are lips, right? I don't know, Arlecchino. Wait, is that Diona again? Or no, it's Goro. No, it is Diona. No, it's Kira. No, it's... Diona? Okay, it is double Diona. Triple Diona. No. Lisa? Mona? Klee? It was Lisa, okay. Shuei? Oh, man. Alice. Distraction way above. Fine on my boy, finally. It's been a while. I run into Mr. Sampo almost everywhere. Does he like expeditions too? Lynx is the character. No? What? Huh? I'm actually taken aback. Who else goes on expeditions? Pella? Clara? Hook? Okay, it's Hook. I could have like bet $1,000 that it's Lynx. I could have bet $1,000 that it's Lynx, but yeah. What's Nicole's vision gonna be? She's Pyro. What is this? Is it Permanent Sorteray? Wait, it's not even... Oh no, it's Dunning PT. Okay, it's not him anyways. Then what about, I don't know, Jinryu? I can't type. This kind of looks like a playing card actually, now that I look at it. So it's probably Aventuring. Yes, yes. I thought it's, I don't know, I thought it's like a tail at first, like a dragon tail. Sushang and her big cock, no? Sunday? Okay, it was Sunday. Ooh. Lycon. Easy. Lycon is a good guess because Rina also uses this boss from his faction. I know Hugo uses this boss, so I could have seen Ice. If it was Snyder, I could go Astra. I remember almost every character who uses this boss. I'm not as well versed with the newer bosses though. What is this? Oh my god. What is happening here? 4 out of 5. Check in, check in. 5 out of 5. Pound finish making the Xiao Lantern. And what was here? The tuition fees? Wait, what? Oh, she's gonna pay us to make lanterns? Check in, and then Linne and Lynette, the double birthday. I don't have time to read these. I'm sorry. Lynette and Femini must know about this. Wasn't it like, wasn't the last year the same as well? Where Lene was preparing a surprise. Yeah, Lene thinks I have no idea. It was the same last year. It was the exact same last year. Oh my goodness. Those are some like riches untold. It all came in like in the span of 2 days. And we got an avatar? Oh yeah, the new characters. Now do a 10 pull. Wait, how much PT am I on? 56. Nah, that's too much. But I'm not gonna be playing this loser, I'm sorry. I like Iluga. I shouldn't be saying that, I actually like Iluga. See what would be decent, but yeah. The thing is, I have... Like, I will always play my C2 Chiori. And then if Inefa is free, Inefa will go here in the final slot. If not, it's probably better to play Zhongli and actually have sustain. Or C6 Goro, if I want to go more all in. It's been a while since I played some rhythm gaming. Maybe Colombina Ina Faciori? Might be her best team. I mean, Iluga not really for free-to-plays, because you really want the cons. Free-to-plays can't afford to pull this much on the banner for 4-star constellations. What was that, Varesa? Just taking in the sights. Oh, there's the theater to clear. Oh my god, there's so much to do. I'm overwhelmed in all the games, man. Because Star Rail, everything is ending next week. I haven't finished like any of the... I mean, okay, I finished one event. But yesterday was supposed to be a longer Star Rail stream. And it cut off after an hour. Quit my job for Genshin. Quit my job rather to play Currency Wars. For like 8 hours per day. Like 3 runs. I could play Currency Wars full time, man. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, but this will be the end of the stream for today. I do, however, stream every single day at 8 PM CET, which is 3 hours before now. And yeah, tomorrow we'll be playing some Star Rail again. Fortunately, I did plan a second Star Rail stream, because yesterday's was kinda cut short. We still did some stuff, even though we only had an hour. I finished the combat event with perfect scores across the board. And we did theater. Not theater. The... Pure fiction. Pure fiction. Okay, let's rate here. Thursday will be Genshin again, we'll finish this Lantern Knight quest. Level up our Z-Buy. Do a Colombina anecdote. And then Friday is a Zenless patch apparently. I didn't even know, but it just lined up well that I planned a Zenless stream on Friday. So I will do an early Zenless stream on Friday apparently. And we'll be pulling for Sana as well. News to me. So yeah. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye!